finale of campaign 1.
You can start that again. I missed it.
I'll kill you.
No, I actually did. Say it.
I was just saying, welcome to the finale of campaign 1.
Oh, it's that.
Woo!
Thank you.
There we go. Is that for your stream, Rob?
Okay. Can we have 3 more takes, but
I will
in a positive sounding voice?
No, I'm not capable of it when you're around.
One where you sound constipated, and one where it sounds like you're talking to your mother.
They're actually the mother one is the exact same one.
They're all the same.
One.
I was going to say they're all the same. It doesn't matter.
Well known for my monotone voice.
All right, advanced dice roller. Let's roll. There we go. What have we got?
All right, everyone, let's roll up some new stats. We're just starting new characters right now.
Yep.
Cool.
So I'm going to be...
I roll a demigod.
I'm going to
What did you say, Alex?
I said I roll a demigod.
Yeah.
Cool.
The thing is, like, it's the scaling on that is really weird. So you start out with only 1 hit point until you reach level 20, and then you have 1,000,000 hit points.
Right, okay.
But you only get 1,000,000 hit points at level 20. Until then, you're on 1 hit point.
Yep.
But isn't everything else like ridiculous? Like your AC is still like...
Nope, 40. Everything is 0.
See, no, that's not how it works.
And you're allowed a maximum.
I've rolled a demigod in the past. I know how it works. Basically,
that was a different edition.
No, I'm pretty certain it was 5th.
All right. Well, when have you got your stream up?
Oh, it's going. Yeah, no, I needed the intro, and that was it.
For fuck's sake!
What? Did you not read
All
this?
right.
Come on, keep up.
No. All right. I'll jump into the recap then.
Okay.
So, the party have been participating in the Invitational Tournament, hoping to ask the Magistrate to help them find Emsworth Camden. However, Emsworth has been putting in place his own plans, and Torin was attacked by a shape-shifting assassin. The party was also warned that he had been trying to hire every cutthroat and mercenary in the city before the party arrived. After having won the last 2 rounds in some of the most lethal in the competition's history, the party are in a good position to win the final round and be granted an audience with the Magistrate. Breakdown of the points is, at the minute, the party are on 60 points. I cannot for the life of me remember what your team name was, but I'm going to say it was Curly Whirly.
Yeah, it was.
The Dalmirevs are trailing in second place on 20 points after taking 3rd place twice now. And then it is the Sloths, which is Gregory's old gang, also on 20 points, and the Rats on 20 points.
Mm-hmm.
So, essentially, to remind you, the last task is worth 50 points. So, and then 50 points to the first place, and then 20 points to second, and 10 points to third place. So you're still in with a pretty good chance of winning, even if you don't get first place. But the last task you remember is a battle royale. Or, sorry, team deathmatch, essentially. Everyone from every team has to participate. And we'll pick up directly after the end of the second task, which... Torin, you've been spectating alongside the Dalmirevs. At least, obviously, Taito was participating. But it occurs to you that, given the fact that 90% of the competition are dead, you have no idea how this last task is actually going to work. But nonetheless, in stun, you watch as the entire audience is stunned in silence, as not only does Gregory DuPont die for their entertainment, he manages a victory by clever use of charm spells.
Mm-hmm.
And you are told that the final task will begin the following day, and that the Magistrate himself will be watching. So you guys have one last day to prepare and get any affairs in order before your final task.
Anything I need.
Am I able to get any heavier armor, or is that a bad idea?
It depends what armor you can actually equip.
I've currently got leather-studded armor, but I don't think my very small character will be able to carry much more.
Give me a second.
Let me load up the player's handbook.
Because
in a Acrobat Reader. Acrobat Reader, no thanks.
Armor proficiencies, you can only wear light armor.
Great. Okay, so that's out the window.
Because you're a warlock.
Yeah.
I will see if there is any better light armor, but I think studded leather might be the top of that without getting enchantments done, which you will not have time for in one day. But let's have a gander. Yeah, studded leather is the best light armor. You have 12 plus your dex modifier.
Right.
Ignore that. I'm just testing something.
Oh, okay. It's fine. Gregory, is there anything that you want to do? The final day before your great victory, before the people of this city?
I'm trying to think. Might be best to get some. Might be best to get some healing potions. I've already got 2 actually. What health am I on after that battle? Yeah, I could do with getting some more actually.
Okay, so the final task isn't until tomorrow, so you will have a long rest before that. But
okay, yeah. I was gonna say I won't get any more, but I was thinking buying a load of healing potions.
Yeah,
and
so
you're gonna buy them out.
This is a lower magic setting than the campaign 2, so healing potions aren't quite as cheap or as plentiful.
Okay,
but the Delmirevs can send someone up to the upper city to procure some, and they would probably be able to do it for, I'd say, given that the Delmirevs have a good reputation and that despite humiliating them twice, they do actually like you. So they'll probably get you a deal of like 30 gold pieces for a standard healing potion and 60 for a greater healing potion.
How many of each can I get?
Like, the upper city of Rain is pretty opulent, so I'd say like an upper limit of like 10 of each.
I'll get 2
like
greater, and I'll get 2 greater, and I'll get 3 regular.
Okay,
so that'll come to about.
So 3 regular is 90, isn't it? And 2 graters are 60 each, was another 120. What's 120 plus 90?
Oh god, it's about 210. 210.
That sounds about right. Yeah, it is. There we go. So 210 gold for all that.
Right, cool. And can I doubt it, but can I get any upgrades for 475 gold pieces?
To what?
To either my weapons or my armor.
So just a straight up like enchantment on your weapon. This like short notice is not going to happen. You could buy something which has previously been enchanted, but like a weapon would be exceptionally expensive. I'd say for like
armor
500 armor would be even more expensive, but like for 500 gold you could get like a trinket or something, like I don't know, an amulet protection or an immovable rod or something, or like a decanter of endless water or something like that.
I don't have enough. God damn it.
Yeah, but
I have 475. Is anyone willing to lend me some money to see if I could see if I could sell some snake oil. Why don't I sell some snake oil?
You could attempt to if you would like.
I do. I actually have a longbow and a longsword I stole off someone's body, I'm pretty sure. So I could sell them.
I believe the longsword is silvered, isn't it?
It doesn't say.
Okay. I think I remember where you got that, and I think it is silvered, so that would be worth a little bit more. Between the both of them, I'd say the longsword would probably fetch about 20 gold, and the longbow, yeah, you could sell a longbow for 5 gold. Yeah, you can make up 25 gold with that.
Okay, cool. So what trinkets could I buy with all of this?
Like 500 gold. I would give you a choice of things, and I will pull out my little green book. I didn't expect to be buying magic items, and I should have been. So it would be an amulet of protection. Would be one thing.
What would that do?
To my knowledge, and off the top of my head, I believe it gives you +1 to your AC and +1 to your saving throws. I think.
That's really good.
A immovable rod is essentially like a foot-long metal rod which has 2 buttons on it. And when you click one button, it literally just freezes it in place in the air, and it is practically immovable during that time.
Not as useful. I'll go for the amulet, the first one.
Okay. Yeah, it gives you AC +1 and saving throws +1. I could create the magic item for it, but I feel like this is the last session, so let's just put it in your goddamn character sheet. So, if you go to your core stats page, Matt.
Just give me a sec. Core stats, sorry. There we go, core stats.
And okay, we'll add that to thingy. But where it says, I thought you had a thing for saving throws. Sorry, you'll have to give me. Yeah, okay. So there's like a bunch of boxes with zeros for like melee, range, spellcasting.
Yeah. Is there 1 to saving throw, I'm guessing?
Yeah. So put 1 on saving throws there, and I believe that should adjust Roll20's maths. And then if you go to the armor page, and put in an amulet protection, it just gives you 1 AC, and that should stack with your leather armor.
Then add 1. There we go. So hopefully it should be 13 now, I think. Yep, 13. Awesome. Right. That's quite good for me. I think that's all I need to do. So, yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
So other than that, you sent these people out to go shopping, and then in the meantime, you've been watching another rerun of Jackius and Jillius.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've got to watch it.
Local theatre.
The local theatre, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Right. The other 2 sorted?
Yeah. She just buys an enormous amount of catnip, and you don't see her for the rest of the day. She's going out in style.
Yeah.
I'm just sorting out my prepared spells.
Okay, yeah.
So,
Rob, what would you like to do for your final day?
Right, so I used to have a scroll of healing word. Where can I buy them?
You can, again, you could send the Delmiros to fetch them at the same time that Matt does.
Sick.
A scroll of healing word. The thing is, they're probably more valuable than a potion.
Okay, right.
Because, like, if you get a bunch of them, you can actually learn the spell. So, I'd say for just a level 1 healing word, it would be 60 gold.
Per
scroll.
Per scroll, yeah. Well, I've already got 2 healing potions. I'm probably going to be good for now. Then again, 60 gold. If I'm going out in style, I may as well just fuck it. Yeah, why not?
Commission a statue of yourself. You got the money.
That's true, but that's not very useful in this final combat. If I don't spend anything,
it means that when I kill you, you'll be remembered forever.
That's true. Then again, like surely Gregory is going to be more memorable than
Well, I was thinking
Milo.
Gregory would probably put on a disguise and just go explore the city, see what the high life looked like in
Yep. So
the
it's
district.
been like a few weeks, so I will remind you. You were essentially told that you can stay in the Tarnished Coin district without any sort of disguise and you won't be harassed.
Mhm.
But going out into like the rest of the city, you are definitely allowed to. You need a disguise to do so, but
Yeah.
you could do that.
I think I have fancy clothes in my inventory, so I could just chuck on. I'm guessing I'd have a robe of some sort. That seems like something
Sure.
Gregory would have.
Yeah.
And you just kind of go explore the city.
Yeah, I'm not going to micromanage this
Yeah.
too bad because of it being the last session. So, yeah, is there like anything that you're looking for in particular in the city, or are you just out seeing the sights?
Well, he's just out seeing the sights, really. I think
Okay.
that's what he'd be doing. Not much
I mean,
more than that.
It's been a long time since you were last in this city, and it's like the lower city at least is what you have access to at the minute. I doubt you would be able to get to the upper city unless you would like to specifically try, but that'll be a whole other thing.
Mhm.
On one hand, it hasn't changed at all. Like, it's still the exact same city, but things have moved, and like the businesses that you remember don't exist anymore, and territories have changed. Especially your gang is now relegated to this tiny little territory here.
Yeah.
You see, it's a seedy place. It's a dangerous place, but there is a vibrancy to it. There is a life to the place that you just don't seem to find anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about it that will always seem like home.
Yeah.
Even if it is just a horrible dive.
Yeah. But it's where I grew up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want a lantern.
Sure, you can buy a lantern.
Cool. How much?
I'm
Right,
not
give
even
me
gonna.
a second.
Goddamn. All right,
Logan?
Yeah.
So, being that we're looking to, and am I able to get the demos to go into the upper city to try and find me a stronger weapon than my greatsword?
You can do. Enchanted weapons will be very expensive.
I got 820 gold.
Okay, well, I was
Noob.
gonna say that getting your weapon enchanted would have been very expensive, but if it is just picking up an enchanted weapon, you could get something of like uncommon quality for about 750, I'd say.
Okay.
So I think you've already got like a Javelin of Lightning, but
Yes.
like I don't know, you could probably take your pick of like, would you like it to be another great sword or like what sort of thing?
Probably another greatsword if I was going to get a
Okay.
uncommon.
Well, you could choose to have it either be like a +2 weapon, or you could have it do like elemental damage, or it's up to you.
Elemental. What kind of elementals can we have on the weapons? What is it?
So it'd probably be like fire, lightning. I'd say you can probably get psychic. Like there is a psychic element weapons, poison. What else there is? Thunder, I guess, is gonna be a thing, but like that would be a loud weapon because thunder is a concussive force.
Yeah.
You say something, sorry?
No, I was just thinking. So, if I got one with an element, it wouldn't have a magic bonus to hit.
Yeah, it would count as a magic weapon, but it wouldn't be a +1 weapon. It would just be normal plus, I'd say, a d6 of the elemental damage because it's only an uncommon.
Okay then. Yeah. So I will probably get
How much does a goddamn Oh, here we go. Lantern, 10 gold. Sorry
Cheers.
for the lantern.
Yes. So, how about a great sword with
So lantern was
ice
10 gold.
elemental?
Yeah.
Ice elemental. Let's just go with the whole ice thing.
Okay. So I believe it will be like an ice elemental thing, and it will like, I don't know, it could be like necrotic damage, I guess we'd call that, as it like freezes things, because there isn't a specific ice element in D&D.
Okay.
But normally ice is like governed as bludgeoning damage or necrotic.
Right.
But for flavor, definitely it can work as ice.
Yeah. So we'll go with that.
Okay.
So
So
that's-
bludgeoning or necrotic, it's up to you.
We'll go with necrotic. Sounds cool.
Cool. Yeah, so it like just freezes opponents solid when it hits them then. So it like drains the warmth from them. So essentially what that will be is once per turn when you hit someone, you will deal a bonus 2d4 necrotic damage with that then.
Okay. Then.
We'll just call it a Great Sword of Ice.
Well, I was going to give it a name.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, so 2 d6 slashing still, isn't it? And then I've got to add bonus.
Yeah.
To it. I don't know how I do that though.
I don't really. You could just call it 1d, 3d6, and know that 1d6
No,
of
because
that will
it's
be.
because you said it was 2d4.
Sorry, 2d4. You're right. Sorry.
See if this works. Not like that. See if that...
Yeah, so it essentially puts it as slightly. I believe Milo's spear is also a +2, and it does 2d4 of fire damage.
Yeah, there we go. That's done. That's done it right. I thought it would. So that's
Okay.
worked. Yeah, if you look at it now, if you look on there, it's
So the 2 and the 4 are your necrotic. Yeah, I get that.
yeah. So you got 3 plus 3. Or oh no, is that that's dividing it? So
just
if I
put
do
it as...
that and then try that.
Jeez.
There we go.
That's better. So 6 plus 1 plus 4 plus 5. That looks better. There we go. We're learning how to use Roll20 after literally 4 years.
And the final episode.
That's because that's a new thing we've not done yet. And how much did that cost? 750. You said
750. Yeah.
So what? How do you? What's that? What's?
That's a weapon I just
Yeah,
bought.
he's bought a enchanted greatsword essentially.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nerd.
No, whatever. I don't care what you say.
So what are you calling it?
It's already there. Look at the name.
Let's have a look.
It's in the chat. Just check the chat.
Icebrand.
Yes.
Okay.
Why isn't it called the Thumping Penetrator?
Because it doesn't do bludgeoning damage.
Throbbing
God damn it.
penetrator?
Yeah, it could be the throbbing penetrator. You guys ruin everything.
What?
Yeah, they do.
Me? No.
I blame Rob.
I blame
So yeah,
Milo.
that's basically all I wanted to do.
I blame the DM.
Yeah,
That's
same.
fair.
Yeah.
I accept your blame. In the immortal words of Akon, you can put the blame on me.
Right.
Yeah, so Gregory has gone out for his sort of evening wonder after watching yet another rerun of Jackius and Julius, his favourite show.
So good.
You're actually like known to the cast by now. It's been so many dozen times. Adamius Sandlurius comes up and shakes your hand and thanks you for always supporting them.
Good.
The only person doing it.
Yeah, he's the only character.
I'm the only person in the audience left.
Yeah. Everyone else walks out halfway through, but you're always there to have a standing ovation at the end. And he's just really glad that you recognise the art
Mm-hmm.
that goes into the incredible story.
A classic, one for the ages.
And it's a real tearjerker as well. It's not comedic at all, and you appreciate that.
Yeah.
There's not a hint
No
of
problem.
irony in it. So that's what Gregory has done. Milo, what are you actually doing with your time? Because essentially you've sent someone off to collect stuff, haven't you?
Honestly, I've been scratching around in this player's handbook for the last 15 minutes and discovered nothing.
Okay, I mean, you can just retire to your room and have a little cry.
Yeah, I've been.
I mean, you spent a whole week getting beaten up by Torin, and then you've been in this near-death experience.
Oh,
and it's all almost coming to an end.
Quick question: my hand axe, what type of damage is it?
Slashing.
Slashing. Cool.
Slashing.
You slag.
I believe it's throwable.
Yes, it's in my ranged weapons. So also damage dice.
D6. 1d6.
1d6. Okay. Yeah, it just wasn't in there for some reason. Cool.
A little bit late to be adding that in.
I
think that was part of your starting equipment.
No, surely it's.
Maybe you bought it at some
might have
point.
been added, yeah, because it's lower down.
God,
Yeah, I got plenty of money, so I'm sort of tempted to buy some enchanted sword of some description.
Mm-hmm. What sort of description?
Metal.
A metal enchanted sword?
Yes, one of them.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool. How
We've got health potions, by the way.
I've got 2.
Do we have a healer anymore? Oh yeah, we do. Alex has powered him.
Mm-hmm.
I do think it might be a bit wise to get some healing potions for the final fight.
More healing potions. Well, there's not many in the city, but I'll ask anyway. Logan, can I buy some healing potions? And how much will they cost me?
Okay, so again, it's sending the Damirs off, and they can do all of this at the same time.
I'm going to ask them one at a time.
I will end you. So a standard healing potion is 30 gold each, and a greater healing potion is 60 gold each.
I'm going to get one greater healing potion.
You'll note that's significantly more expensive than it is in campaign 2.
Is it? I wasn't paying attention.
Okay.
60. Okay. So yeah, one regular, one 2. So 2 regular, 1 big, and enchanted items, enchanted swords of any variety.
Okay. So again, it's a case of you don't have time to get your own weapons enchanted, but you could buy one.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a great enchantment, but it would be about 750 gold. And you could get either a +2 weapon, or you could get elemental thing, or I don't know, a lesser magical effect or something.
So what is elemental though?
As in, it'll do a little bit of elemental damage when you hit someone with it, like your spear does, only slightly weaker.
You forget that you have that spear, don't you?
Yeah.
Even though I mentioned it earlier.
Yeah, no, it's there. It's around. Have I used it? Possibly.
You have. You used it in the last fight.
Oh, right. Good on me.
For the first time ever.
Yeah.
Didn't even notice, honestly. Yeah. I don't think there's really anything else I can get. I'm probably too small for some shield.
We'll see if you're proficient with a shield, because again, you're a warlock.
Yeah, why are you buying all these weird things, Rob? You're meant to be a spellcaster.
I'd like to be protected. Something's flying towards me, then.
Yeah, it doesn't say shields. I will double check, but
Sure, you're probably right.
I mean, I suppose you don't really have time to get anything custom made. If you'd done so on your last thing, you could have probably got something that was like custom made for you to be able to use it. But
Right.
Armor, light armor, simple weapons. Yeah, no shields.
Sure. Okay.
Maybe if you pray really hard, your patron will tell you to get out of the temple and just give you one.
Is that a
What a
hint?
The DM doesn't give hints.
Okay.
The same
But
way
if-
that the US does not, commit human rights atrocities because it would never do so.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly, I don't even know what I can do at this point.
Well, I mean, like, out of the,
Acid.
gaming what's most powerful and, let's see what I can buy, what do you want to do?
Sharpen all my weapons,
Okay. So you
including
spend
all
your
the
time.
arrows individually. However
Yep.
many I've got.
It takes you the entire day to do it, and you've probably never sharpened a weapon before, but some of the people at the Colosseum are willing to show you how to do it,
Do they help me?
and yeah, you spend the whole day sharpening every bladed instrument you have. The
Does that give me
all
any
9
advantage at
billion
all?
of them. Sure, you can have advantage on your first attack.
God damn it. Okay. What a waste.
Congratulations, Rob.
Congratulations, I wasted another day.
Okay. Well, Torin, how are you spending your time? Because you've sent someone off to buy you Icebrand.
Once Icebrand has arrived, I will begin training with it to attune
Okay.
myself, because I am not silly and know how magical weapons work.
Yeah, it takes an hour to attune, and
Exactly.
remember, you can only attune to a maximum of 3 magical items.
That's fine, I've got 3 magical items.
Cool. In that case, so you just spend the rest of your day attuning and training with your sword,
My squad.
and all of you probably return fairly late then to your the hotel that you've all been staying at. Fairly sure you guys were staying at a hotel.
Hang on. I just spotted one of magic missiles in my inventory. I'm just checking my spell book. But is that even a...
Yeah, it is most certainly a spell.
It's a spell. Okay, why is it an item?
Because the wand is a magic item
Ah, and then it
that
does
casts magic missiles.
Okay.
Check your journal and it will say what the wand does.
What? I don't read the journal. That's the least...
It's, the thing that says what all of the potions and magic items do, but
Oh, cracking. There we go.
it's a pretty powerful magic item for an uncommon.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't need anything else. I got this magic missiles weapon.
Mhm.
All right, let's
I'm
go.
sure you'll use it. I'm sure. I believe you.
I'm going to use the shit out of everything in my inventory, including the thigh cream eyes.
They're jelly by now. It's been like a month since you killed that guy.
It
and it's
doesn't
just
matter.
been in your backpack with your 10 billion weapons.
And I got a ruby necklace. Can I sell it? I'm going to sell my necklace.
Sure, it's 1 gold.
One
But
gold.
I don't remember.
Nice.
I don't remember where you got it. I don't remember what it is. Does it say a value on it?
Ruby necklace is not there. I'm going to get rid of there.
No, it'd probably be 50 gold then, if it's a
Okay.
ruby. That's the standard value of gems.
Yeah, no, I've got loads of money. I don't know what to do with it now.
Scrooge McDuck. Just fill a bathtub and dive in.
Ah.
And
I'll do
the
it
rest
in
of
the,
you find Milo's broken corpse as he dived into a pile of gold and realised that's not liquid.
Wisdom saving throw.
Sorry, I'm testing things.
You die.
Okay.
You die. That one. You're dead.
That one.
Okay. So yeah,
want a shovel.
You all probably you get a shovel.
Cool.
You've got all the money in the world. You can just buy a shovel. It's not going to cost you all your money. You're fine.
20 silver.
Probably more, but sure.
Okay.
It's 100 gold for a diamond encrusted shovel.
Fantastic. Okay.
And I'm sure that will be your primary weapon.
It is,
as
actually.
opposed to this, magic spear you have, or this wand of magic missiles you have, or your actual spells you have.
All right, let's go. Let's do it.
Okay, so you all retire fairly late, I assume, given what you've had. And Gregory seems vaguely emotional by the time he comes back, having wandered his home neighborhood and seeing that nobody recognizes his face. That he doesn't really want anyone to recognize his face.
Yeah.
Can we roll to see if anyone actually recognizes him and starts?
No, because then if we do, this session will be 10 hours long.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jesus Christ.
Damn it.
This is
finale.
Worth a shot.
Yeah.
Semi-finale.
You disguised yourself. It's fine. This is just a downtime activity. I think for the sake of telling the story, we can allow you to wander around your neighborhood. And it's kind of a bittersweet experience doing so. However, during the night, while you're all asleep, I would like you to make perception checks with disadvantage, because you are asleep.
$16. Definitely 16.
Okay, and
10. Not awful.
Unfortunately, not good enough, though.
Oh, goddamn.
What
Have you rolled for
mine?
chi?
16, not good enough.
Have you rolled for chi?
Oh, good point.
16 isn't good enough. That's pretty good.
Probably not.
Usually.
So, once again, Torin, you are woken up for the second time ever by Chi screaming your name as someone has broken into her room. But when you wake up, it's not just her room that someone is in. There is also someone rooting through your possessions in the corner of the room, Torin. And Gregory and Milo, you will also be woken up by this sound and see that there is someone in your rooms going through your possessions. And in the dim light of, well, in fact, it's not lit at all because you've been asleep, so you're not able to make out the details of whoever this. Sure.
I've got night goggles. Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, you do.
Goggles of the night. Yep.
Unfortunately, you've been asleep, and this person is rooting through your possessions, so you're not wearing said goggles.
Son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
but can I use?
Only
my
time I ever
concentration?
remembered them.
No, because it's in your possessions which aren't on you.
Yeah.
you're
Damn it.
unless you sleep in like your armor with all your hundreds of weapons.
I sleep on my backpack as a pillow.
So, well, what are you guys doing? There is someone in your room, and they look up and see you awake.
I shout on guard and draw my sword.
Again,
Well, you don't have your sword
Rob.
next to you.
Damn it. What is it, in a chest?
yeah, it would be like a cupboard or a chest or something. And what will happen is these people, all of them are going to do the same thing, is they are going to just grab as much of your stuff in an armful as they can and run for the door.
So there's one thing I'm definitely going to do, and that is run for the door.
We're chasing. I'm chasing.
I'm going to make sure this guy doesn't get.
Okay,
Anything.
make like an athletics check then to try and beat him to the door.
Okie doke. 1 second. Skills. 27.
Yep. You you leap out of bed in like just a couple of strides, you just charge across this room, slam the door closed in front of him, and just tower over him. And now at this point, you're close enough that you can see the details of this guy's face, and there's nothing you recognize about him. He's no one you've ever met before, and he doesn't seem to be anyone particularly impressive either. Probably like in his early teens, a human boy who just drops everything on the floor, puts his hands up and takes a few steps back and says, "I'm so sorry, please don't kill me. I'm nobody. Please don't hurt me."
I grab him by his neck and lift him, and then walk out the door and shout to the rest, "If you drop everything or the guy dies." I'm literally holding him.
In the meantime, though, what are the rest of you doing?
So, well, I've so the door is open for all of our rooms, right?
I mean, the door is probably slightly ajar because they've just come in, like just a crack.
Okay. Am I able to kick the door closed before they get to it? So
you can make an athletics check to try and get to the door before them.
Athletics. 20.
Yep. So you just nimbly like run up, and just being so small and weirdly fast, even on your tiny legs, you just shoulder barge into this door, and it slams closed. And you don't tower over this person, but they still seem very intimidated.
Can I sweep for their legs?
Absolutely. Just make, I guess, a strength check because you're not going to be proficient in unarmed combat. But
yeah, that'd be the one.
So, yeah.
18.
I'm good. 18.
Yep.
Jesus.
So you just sweep the legs and knock. It's another like sort of, I don't know, maybe 12 or 13-year-old kid who is just knocked on the floor and starts begging for his life from you.
I shall. What do you want? Back. Who sent you?
Okay, and Gregory, what are you doing?
I'm just going to sit in bed in amusement.
Gonna let them take all
your
shit.
Let someone rob your shit.
No, yeah, I'm probably going to do the same thing. I'll probably rush to the door, slam it, and try and stop them from getting out. So what would that be?
Athletics again to try and get to the door before them.
Fail.
13.
Nope. I had a 16. So,
rolling well today, boys.
This kid, you chase after this kid, and you're in the hallway just a second after him, and then you hear Torin's voice as he like kicks open the door ahead of you, lifting up this kid by the throat and threatens. And Torin, I'd like you to make your intimidation check.
Ooh, okay, yes, one sec. Intimidation, yes, there it is. Please. Oh, it's a 10. God damn it. I got a +6 to that, and I rolled a 4. You kidding me?
Well, I got an 8.
Oh, well, I intimidated him.
This kid does not have a bonus to his wisdom saving throw because he is a nobody. So, he just stops, frozen in his tracks, like, please, we're just trying to make ends meet. He just drops Gregory's stuff on the floor. It's like, we'll leave. Please let him go.
I'm going to try and empty out your pockets.
You're going to steal off the kids.
I'm going to steal everything they've got.
Oh, that's just mean.
Serves them right.
Always the beacon of light and hope.
Yeah.
Intimidation?
So, yeah, intimidation.
17.
Yep. I guess I'll roll, but yeah, no. He just like, the only thing on him is a set of thieves' tools that he used to break into your house.
More thieves' tools. Okay.
Please, it's like a set of lockpicks, essentially. It's just like, please, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Just don't hurt me. Just let me go, please.
So we're aware of 3. What's happening with Cheese One? What are you doing?
Okay. Do you open the door to Cheese Room?
Yeah, if there's still no one come out yet.
Mm-hmm. An unconscious child lies on the floor. She is beating the hell out of him.
I'm just like, go on.
I didn't kill him.
It's like, yeah. I mean, I threatened to kill them. I'm not going to say anything.
Right. I'm gonna because I think. Wait. Let me check my character background. Chaotic evil. Right. I'm gonna lock one of these kids in a chest.
Cool.
Fuck, dude.
Okay.
With the one I have up in the air because now everyone's dropped everything.
Oh, yeah.
I
They're
now
at your mercy now.
I put him to the ground. Don't let go of him, but hold him in place and question him on his on the motives and who sent him.
Look, we were just hired. I mean, our boss sent us out on this job, and he was paid to send us to steal everything. I think someone's trying to sabotage your competition. All our boss said is that it's a really wealthy guy, and that he was covered in burn. He looked like a burn victim. That I swear that's all we know. We were just told to steal all your weapons and magic stuff so that you can't fight.
So, knowing this, it's obviously bloody what's his name.
Yeah,
I tell him to go back
a
to
burn victim
Yes.
sounds a hell of a lot like Emsworth Camden.
Yes.
Sounds like the guy.
A rich person who's also a burn victim.
It's the Hound.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think that family was actually worth a lot of money because they were originally it was his dad managed to get became a noble due to how let's not talk again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Something different.
It's just he said that and I had to correct it. True.
Derailed.
So I tell him to go back to his boss, to go back to his employer, and say that if he wants to try and get us killed, he should come and do it himself.
Oh, don't say that.
This is Emwith. I'm gonna kill Emwith Camden, so don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put my great sword right through his face. Not this kid, obviously.
Last time you spared him, and it ended
the
up
face
going.
of this child. The stream
Last time
gets
you
taken
met him,
down.
You spared him, and it ended up pretty badly.
Yeah,
So-
well, I'm not. I've realised my mistake in that, and that is not going to happen again the next time we meet.
Yeah. So, do you let these kids go? I mean, one of them is locked in a chest at the moment by your monstrous ally.
I go
He
over
is
to the
crying and begging.
I go
I'm
over to
slamming
the
on the
chest.
chest with.
No,
the
we
side
need to
of
keep
my
the
axe.
chest and put it in our inventory. We
No.
need child's chest for future.
Carry a chest containing a shield.
No. I will quite literally hand you over to the police of this world.
I'm
for
slamming
doing
on the
such a
chest
thing.
with the side of my axe. not the sharp bit, just the edge, so it's a really loud thud.
Well, I
Terrorising
basically
this
There is
child.
just whimpering and begging from the chest.
I push Milo out of the way.
So is
and
this why we
open
get
the-
called as heroes?
Open the chest. No,
I've
they
never
don't call
called
you.
heroes.
You could call
I've
my
never called
character
you
a
that.
hero. Come on.
You've got a pretty high body count.
All right. Because people trying to kill me as well.
That's fair, but it was self-defense.
It's sort like Milo who's just
Mhm.
torturing a child.
Yeah, I mean, Milo's
Everyone can get tortured.
actually evil.
I'm actually evil.
Yeah. So I go push Milo out of the way and break open the chest to let the child out and tell him to go off
Mhm.
to his boss and obviously make sure nothing's been stolen before we do this. Like they're
Yeah.
not actually hiding anything.
So, you put the fear of God into these kids. They haven't stolen anything off you. They're just lucky to escape with their lives. Rob, you
God,
get a set of
speak to
thieves'
them.
tools,
Thank you. Got it.
and the rest of you, it just sounds like you just let them go. And they take their unconscious comrade with them. Because she does not apologize after this one.
I mean,
And she's like, I'm getting real sick of people breaking into my room at night.
Actually, are they gone yet?
Yeah, they're gone.
Okay, never mind.
But, okay, if you wanted to do something before they left,
I was
what is
gonna
it?
take all their shoes before they left.
Sure.
no, please, Logan, don't let him.
Sure. They're not even really functional as shoes. They're like These are little street urchin orphan kids.
It doesn't matter. I'm setting fire to them.
Sure. They run through the streets barefoot to get away from you.
That's what I wanted. Carry on.
Okay. Yep. It's fine. You're an evil character. You could be a monster.
Yep.
I'm like, as soon as this is over with, I am making sure you are going through your damnation. You horrible person.
I'm chaotic evil. What can I say?
It's true. I mean, I think you only became chaotic evil a couple of sessions ago, so
Yeah.
all of that other stuff. But yeah, like the rest of the night will pass uneventfully as you guys are able to protect your belongings from being stolen, which would have been real bad, guys. They would have taken all of your weapons and potions.
Thank God I pointed out she is still a character.
Mm-hmm. Logan has a bad habit of forgetting his NPCs.
Exactly.
So yeah, you I guess return to the Colosseum the following morning. And it's up to you probably whether you tell people about.
Yeah, I'm
getting
gonna
robbed.
be telling the Dalmiros the fact that we nearly got robbed.
Yeah, like, and you think that this was that Emsworth guy, or like an actual competitor, or
It was definitely Emsworth.
oh, awesome. I mean,
There's more than likely going to be something going down in this fight. Something's gonna happen. I
Well-
would recommend we up the guard count and really make sure there's not a burn victim walking around somewhere.
well, here's the thing: there is absolutely no way that anything will happen during this because the magistrate himself will be watching. The guards are going to be out in force, meaning that all of you have to be on your best behavior as well. As
Look to the
Nelson
others.
Delmirev looks over at Milo. This huge red dragonborn looks over at the same time as a huge silver dragonborn. Both look over at Milo.
Why?
Yeah, who is of course completely innocent.
Obviously not. So yeah, it's like, so I point out that even with the magistrate and the increased guards, I would probably recommend being as cautious as possible.
Yeah, this guy really seems to have it out for you guys.
I mean, we completely screwed up everything to do with his life.
I'd like to remind you, Rob killed his wife.
Yes,
With a shovel.
I actually point out that fact to him. Like, yeah, Milo killed his wife with a shovel of all things.
I really don't remember this. This is so long ago.
It was like
It was
the third
very
session.
early.
It was like
Yeah.
the third session.
Oops.
I mean, she was evil. Like, that's fair. It was during a battle, but you did kill his wife with a shovel. He's going to remember that.
How do you guys remember this?
I remember this because he has to remember this. It's like a really important thing to him that he watched his wife get killed with a shovel and the name and face of the man who did it. He
Interestingly
lives
enough,
now to kill you people. He
Oh,
has
yeah.
nothing left to lose.
Interestingly enough, I know this kind of lines with Otto a little bit more, but I've got, according to my class, I've got a Mask of Many Faces where I can disguise as someone
Yeah, that's a spell. You can,
without expanding a
Cast
spell
disguise.
slot. Yeah,
yeah, you can cast it, disguise self. It's an illusion magic.
yeah. Just
Never
put
used
that
it,
there.
have you?
Nope, I will. I have,
Okay.
I have something in mind.
Okay.
As you are.
Well, Belsameth will remind you that it sounds like he has absolutely nothing to lose, and you're right. He is probably going to try something, and that it's probably lucky that you will all have your equipment for this. but he can't figure out how there is any way that this guy will be able to like pull something off while the magistrate himself is right there watching.
I'm just like, you'd be surprised.
I certainly hope not. And with that, I think you are all ushered to, instead of just an elevator that brings you down to the arena, you actually have like what is essentially a changing room, like a locker room outside of the final arena. And this arena, all of the others you've descended down floor after floor after floor to get them. This one you actually climb up right to the very top of the tower where it meets the lower city. Oh, sorry, where it meets the upper city. And you have a moment to like put on all of your gear and prepare yourselves for the final task. Taito and Dorma will come to wish you both good luck and remind you that even though you have embarrassed each of them twice, now they'll be fighting together and they have no intention of losing. I think making small talk, they'll also say that like they have no idea how this is going to work and they kind of half expected this task to be cancelled because you have killed so many contestants. They don't even know who can like participate.
I'm just like, yeah, I have a bad feeling about this.
But yeah, once you have all finished getting dressed and prepared, you walk out on of this like portcullis gate to the spike-lined stadium, and once again you can see just hundreds of people in the audience, all eyes on you as you are announced, and like it's a weird mix of reception of there's a lot of boos because of Gregory and because you've lost people like a lot of money betting against you. But at the same time, this has been really exciting to see these relative unknowns come in and just completely upstage this whole like event and like embarrass the like favorites to win twice now. So it just seems to be this really tense atmosphere, and you can see away from you on the far end of the Colosseum is this like curtained off, like a viewing box, but it's all curtained off and you can't see what's inside. But Gregory, you would be aware of the fact that that's where the magistrate is going to be, and he reveals himself just before the match begins.
Yeah,
and says a few words. You look out, and to your right, you can see Taito and Dorma both coming out and waving to the crowd. And to your left, you see three completely unfamiliar faces, which is weird because they're meant to represent your old gang, Gregory.
Mm-hmm.
And these people are completely unfamiliar to you.
Times
And
change.
Say again, sorry?
Times change.
Mm-hmm. Well, you look out and they lock eyes with you, but not just you, Gregory, with your whole party.
Mm-hmm.
And on the far side, below the magistrate's pavilion, you see another three people who are completely unfamiliar and are definitely none of these people are contestants who you have seen in the previous tests. Like there is more people here than you thought were left alive after your previous like exchanges, and like the numbers of teams don't match up. These guys just, you don't think that they're normal contestants.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do like a perception to see if if I can make that out?
I guess it would be like an insight check.
Okay. Can I do that?
Yeah, definitely.
A 19.
Yeah. So I mean, at this point, you're pretty certain that like their attention is focused entirely on your party, And given the events of last night and the fact that these guys clearly aren't contestants, you think they were hired to kill you. They don't appear to be actual members of Emsworth's gang because you pretty much wiped out the gang that he ran. But he has definitely leveraged all of the power he has left to try and stack the odds against you as much as possible. And then as like the roar of the crowd begins to lull and it becomes time for the magistrate's speech to begin, instead of that, 4 Magitek Guards drop from the ceiling above you, landing in the center of the Colosseum. And again, they all turn and look at you. And Gregory, you would know that Magitek Guards answer to the magistrate. They don't answer to like some random person who's hired them because they're robots. And they are these weird clockwork monstrosities with like a bow arm and a greatsword arm and like clawed hands. And you've seen them be brutally efficient as they've killed people before.
Yeah.
And then the magistrate's pavilion opens to reveal nobody in there. Not the corpse of anyone, not Emsworth Camden. The pavilion is completely empty, and the audience just doesn't seem to know what to make of this. As coming up from the far end, the locker room and the far end where some of these imposters have come from, walks out a horribly burned man whose face you almost don't recognize because you haven't actually seen him since he was burned. But it is most certainly Emsworth Camden. And as he walks out onto stage and steps in front of his hired hands, he says to you, "You know, I have thought about this every single day since you people ruined me, and I have planned 100 things that I was going to say to you. And to be honest, now that the moment has come, I just don't want to say them anymore. I think I'm just going to kill you." As all of the just everyone in the arena like draws their weapons, including the Magitek Guards, and turns to face you. These are the final moments before your roll for initiative. Is there anything you want to say or do?
I shout over to the Dalmirevs, "We're gonna need backup. Let's forget this fucking arena fight. They're out to kill us, just flat out. We need to stop this."
Yeah, Taito called like, "Yeah, I got that."
Oh my god! Just in case you got beat too hard a few days ago.
Look, if I'm gonna, get back my honor, it's gonna be in an actual fight, not.
How about 400 gold?
What?
What is it? You're going to buy them?
I'm gonna buy them to join us.
Yeah, sure. Taito's like, yeah. I'll take the 400 gold. Dorma punches her in the arm.
So yeah, I'm just like, well, at least we got some help on our side. I knew shit was gonna go down.
So,
I'm like, can you get some Dalmirevs up here?
So I will move you to the map, and I will reveal the Magitek Guards as they've dropped from the ceiling.
So I think that's a pit in the middle then.
Yeah, spike pit in the middle. These are, like in the previous tasks,
Walls?
like 10 feet deep and with acid at the bottom. These are. And then here are just like essentially pillars for line of sight and taking cover behind.
I can't see you pointing at anything.
And
Oh, it's being really slow to load. I see things kind of popping on one at a time.
yeah, that's because I'm bringing them in. They were
Right.
hidden, essentially. That's as they drop down from the ceiling.
Oh.
And here is not Lord anymore, Emsworth Camden. And I think now would be a good time to roll initiative then.
Roll initiative.
For the last time.
The last
For the
time.
final time.
18.
I don't want to roll initiative. It's going to make me tear up. And I'm going to ask it for the last time of this campaign. No, I'm not. There you go. Fuck
You
you.
know how to do
Wow.
it.
Yeah, I finally know how
Oh
to
my
do
God.
it.
Yeah, you have to
It's
click on the
happened.
character.
Yeah, I did it. Don't worry.
Yeah, no, it took me a second as well.
Oh, we rolled pretty well. 18, 17, 16.
Why is that?
That's not that important. It's nice to kind of spread them out, isn't it?
Fact
No.
that- The fact that we all have that all of the allied side have the actually, have you rolled cheese?
No, I'm about to do that now. Sorry, I'm trying to fix a thing because for some reason Matt's character shows up on the turn order but without his name next to it for me, which is weird. I don't know why that is. It's fine. I'll roll cheese initiative now. She's got a +5. 17. There we go. 17. Bam. It's not a bad spread of numbers. It's fine. I will just put it all into order. Descending and Tauren. You go first.
Woo!
As everything in the world just seems to have looked upon you, and I will start up the music if you just give me
Hell yeah.
ein Moment.
Ein Moment.
Exotic. A bit of Spanish right there.
That's right. But you didn't know that I'm actually an expert at Spanish.
So these are pillars then.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Where is my D&D music?
Are we going to try and go in with a strategy? Like, should we go over here and help these guys over here? Or are we just going to leave them
Help,
to...
help them. No, we're going over here because we're going to help them because they're going to help us.
Mhm.
It's the whole point.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking moving here first thing.
Mhm.
Oh, shit.
I'm just trying to
That's not
think
what I meant to
the-
do.
Wait, are these here walls or are they pits as well? Ooh, here we go.
Maybe you're about. Sorry, I was.
Logan, you gone really?
Hello? Can you hear me?
A bit
Yes, much
now,
better.
Okay. What's what, sorry?
These walls, the pits.
Those are pits. So
Cool.
there's a 10-foot deep pit, just like in the last task you did, where there is going to be acid at the bottom of them, you imagine.
Cool. So pit, and pillars. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Spike pit.
Spike pit. Yeah.
Gonna move to
Okay.
there. That's my 30 foot. Foot and
So is your movement, you got action, bonus action?
yeah, 1 second. I'm going to use. Where is it?
Wait, so which one's Emsworth? It's this guy.
Yeah.
This boy here.
Cool. Save him till last, yeah.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
You'll see.
There's a plan. The plan is afoot. Speaking of feet, anyone want a human foot? Do I have a...
Go on. Where did you get this from?
Yeah, I got a human foot. I
Who
have
did
no
you
idea.
dismember?
Oh, I have no idea.
He's had it for ages, Logan. I'm going to use the spell Shield of Faith.
Yep. Add 2 to your armor class.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I believe it's a concentration spell, isn't it?
I believe so. So if I get knocked out,
It's if you get hit, you make a Constitution saving throw for I think half the damage. I'm just going to put there we go a thing on there to remind me that you have a concentration thing active. Cool. So, Is there anything else you're doing?
I don't think there's anything I can.
Okay.
Oh, actually, wait, no, I can because is that an action or is that a?
I think Shield of Faith might be a bonus action. It should say.
But yeah, one bonus action. So yeah, so I can actually use a certain weapon that I have in my inventory, which is the Javelin of Lightning,
Okay.
which, if I remember right,
Should be
when you
in
hurl
your-
it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide that extends out from you to a target with 120 feet. Creature line. Yeah, so I'm going to use the effect of the Javelin of Lightning.
Okay.
I just need to make sure I can hit things. So would that hit there? Would
Yep, you
that be
could hit
fine?
all 4 of them with that.
Yes. So I will attempt that
Wow.
now. So
Yeah, sure, you can hit all 4 of them. Fine. So, I think first of all you have to make an attack roll.
Yeah.
Just for the
Okay.
one you've thrown it at, which is this guy.
yeah.
And then everyone else gets hit by the lightning.
So yeah, 16.
Okay, I will double check his thingy, but I'm pretty sure that hits him. Oh yeah, that'll hit him.
Yeah.
So 8 piercing
For
damage, and then
each creature in the line, excluding you and the target, must make a D13 dex. So DC 13 dex saving throw.
okay, and what does he just automatically fail it?
It doesn't actually mention that.
Let's
wait,
say he does.
Turns back into a javelin when it reaches the target. Make a ranged weapon attack against the target. On hit, the target takes damage from the javelin plus the 4. So he just automatically
Okay, yeah,
takes
so he
the full
automatically
damage.
fails. Okay, cool. So everyone else is making a DC 13 dex save.
Yes.
Okay, so I will do the 2 guys at the back next to him first. First one succeeds, second one succeeds, and the guard fails. So, roll your, what is it, 4d6? Yep. So,
11
damage. Halved for those 2 is 5 damage to each of them. 2. Sorry. They have. How many hit points? Okay. For each of them. And the guard takes the full 11 hit points, doesn't he?
Yes, the one that got struck by the hit.
Yeah. So.
So he takes the 8 piercing damage plus the 11 for 19.
No,
total.
sorry. I mean the robot takes the full 11, and then this guy takes the full 11 plus the 8 damage, doesn't he?
Yes, because he's the one I targeted with it.
Yeah. I'm just looking at it. Right.
So he takes the full 19 damage him, that one at the back. This one here.
Yep. So 19 damage to that. Cool. Okay. And does that conclude your turn? You essentially hurt all of them, but actually it doesn't kill any of them.
To be honest,
The
with
one that
9...
you hit is extremely hurt, but not down for the count.
I kind of guessed that, being that I didn't do a lot of damage.
Yeah, you rolled not great on that, but
No,
these guys don't look exceptionally tanky. At least these goons don't.
I was going to say it's the Magitek guys that I was worried about more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping to get quite high rolls with those 4d6, but I got a 1, 3, and a 2,
Mm-hmm.
and a
You
5.
ping the armor.
Nice.
It doesn't seem to have any special resistance to lightning damage, but it's hearty. It's mostly unharmed. So, is that the end of your thing?
Logan, quick
Right.
question.
Hello.
Between last session and this session, did we take any rest at all? Just
Yes,
thinking-
we did.
Yeah, you
Tonight.
took a long rest
Long
this
rest.
session.
Oh, goody. Because I didn't update my hit points. Cool.
So, she is up next, and she is just going to, make a dash. Yeah, to behind this pillar next to you, and she's going to use her bonus action to just try and break line of sight as she runs in between these pillars and make a hide, which is a nat 20, so I'll say that succeeds. This dice is getting retired because the second nat 20 is rolled tonight. So, then she is going to attack with probably her short bow. Yeah, she's going to attack with her short bow, and she's just going to hit this Magitek Guard that is nearest to you. Okay, it's a little better. It has... Sorry for all this. Short bow. +7, god damn. Right, so total 20. Yeah, even if it uses its parry, it would still get hit. So this short bow just strikes into it with sneak attack damage, which is 2d6 plus her short bow's d6. So 14 plus 5 is 19 damage for her. So, as like this thing just like strikes into it and disables one of the arms that isn't holding anything, as it's just got this arrow stuck in it. Just need to have a look at. There we go. Yep. So that brings her to the end of her turn. It does, however, reveal her position when she does that. Milo.
All right.
I dread to ask.
Okay, sorry.
Where to?
Why? I'm moving to there.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my light crossbow, which can go. So this number here, the 80/320, is that the distance?
So you can aim up to 80 feet without disadvantage, and up to 320 with disadvantage.
Cool. Yeah. And I am going to aim for this back guy here. So I'm just trying to make sure. Am I out of sight of this guy or not entirely?
I mean, you're not hidden, but you have cover.
If I move to here, will I be more in cover? You know, I'm going to move to there.
Okay.
Cool. And I am going to use my light crossbow to reach this guy here.
Sure, make an attack roll.
Oh, great. 8 with nat 2.
Roll nats, remember? Nat ones.
That wasn't a nat 1.
It's nat 1 on damage.
Yeah, it means it's nat 1 on damage. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I didn't see the fact that the attack roll was only an 8.
Yeah, the attack missed. Unfortunately, is
fantastic.
You were just intimidated by the sudden presence of these guards. The robots.
Okay, well, so yeah, that's 20. Can I move around there without having to kind of go here?
I don't know, how much movement have you used so far?
I've used 20, so I was there.
Yeah, you got another 10 feet.
Cool.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. I'll allow it.
Alright, shifty. And so that's my attack, my movement, so bonus action. Don't think I can. Well, what can I do for a bonus? Really, it's not a whole lot.
What do you feel like doing for a bonus?
Spells.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna threaten this guy, the second closest to me, saying, "You can do nothing to defeat us."
Which one?
This guy. Because I
the
don't.
robot.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I want him.
Make an intimidation check.
Oakley dokley. Intimidation. 21.
Mm-hmm. It replies in a robotic voice and says, "Lethal force has been authorized."
Shit.
It's a robot.
What did you expect?
Robots might feel feelings.
Not
I
these
think-
ones.
Oh, that's my turn.
Cool.
Right.
Gregorio.
I don't know what to do really, because I might just do my usual, where I might sneak over to here, change how I look with everyone around over here knowing, and then start actually going in and start doing some damage. I think that's probably the best thing to do.
Okay.
So these guys over here, oops, sorry, the bloody character sheet's in the way. These guys over here, I can disguise in and try and weed my way back and do some backstabby stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that's how I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that's the best thing? Because I'm not a damage dealer, put it that way. So I've got to play smart. Guys, what do you think?
What are you trying to do?
Sneak over here, disguise myself as the opposition, sneak my way around, and then hopefully charm them into doing what I did last time, where they trust me enough that I can start kind of trying to pick them off one by one.
Okay, I get the changing yourself, but they might find it a bit suspicious that you're right next to the enemy and then you walk away from them.
Well, that's the thing. I'm guessing these are walls by any chance.
No.
They're pits.
Nope. They're
Oh, they're
pits.
pits.
They're pits.
Well, I could hide. It might actually be better. You're right. If I sneak over this way instead,
Okay.
I believe I can. I do have a spell which lets me talk to people.
Message or
I believe I have a message. Yeah, I'll check quickly.
I think message is an action.
Yes, I have a message, but I can do that in my next turn.
Yeah. Disguise self would also be an action.
So I'll move over to here. I'll kind of hide behind one of these.
Yep.
Oops, sorry.
Yep, I'll move you. It's fine.
Thank you. And then I'll cast disguise self.
Okay, and you're going to disguise yourself as one of these guys.
Yeah, I'm going to disguise as one of the big blokes.
Okay.
Can I by any chance upscale my disguise to like a level 2 to make it more effective, like I can do with some other spells?
I think disguise self specifically doesn't have any additional benefits to it.
Okay.
But I will basically. I think we'll just call this a deception check.
Yeah.
To see how well, because this isn't you sneaking per se.
Yeah,
You've
yeah.
broken line of sight, and then you're going to later on deceive them and let them think that you're someone else entirely.
Come on, please, rolls. Yes. Poof.
Okay.
Poof.
I will call 19 the DC for anyone to see through it.
Okay, that's quite good.
Okay, so next up is Dorma, and he runs over and kills Torin. Now, he's like, all right, well, so much for the competition, I guess. And he looks over at the nearest guard, kind of nervous about running over to it, but I guess that's just what he's going to do.
Being that my
Hope
plan
for
is to
some
attack that
backup.
thing,
Yeah, he's just going to hope for some backup.
my next turn available.
In fact, I know what he's going to do. So he's going to first of all flurry of blows for his.
You need to
attack.
attack first, so you can
Yeah.
use your flurry of blows.
Yeah, I know, but that is his thing. Is he will be flurry of blows to make 4 attacks. I'm just here we go. Weapons +7. Gotcha. So first attack is an 18, which is enough, but what's going to happen is the guard is going to use its reaction to parry the attack and add 2 to its armor class. So, as he comes in to strike with the first one, it brings down his sword, and he has to pull back just in time to dodge the attack. Second attack is definitely going to be a hit, and instead of doing damage, he is going to try and trip this enemy. Dexterity saving throw, it fails, and it is going to be prone. Which, I don't know, I'll put that on it to show it's prone. And so its next 2 attacks are going to be with advantage. First one hits, second one hits. As he's just going to wail on it with his fists of justice. 8 and 6. 14 damage, okay. And it's taken a little bit of damage. Oh, okay, so between Chi's attack and his attack, it's starting to look pretty hurt. Cool. As this first one is starting to look pretty battered. And that is essentially his entire round is doing that. And now it is their turn, however. And this one is going to use half its movement to stand up. And it is going to turn on Dormer, because he's the only one who is already in melee with it, and it's just going to try and wipe him out. So, it has multi-attack, 2 attacks with its greatsword. Cool. As it just, like, spins, and it doesn't really have, like, joints or anything, so it, like, spins its whole, like, sections of its body interchangeably, as both attacks will hit. For how much damage? Ooh, nasty. 9, and the second attack is 11. So, as this thing, wow, yeah, it's nasty. As it just like tears into Dormer with its greatsword, dealing literally half his hit points in one round.
Jesus.
Dormer like just falls to one knee for a moment as he's devastated by this thing's attack. And Taito is next. In fact, no, the other.
He's still got the other 3.
Sorry. They have. So, this one is just gonna run 30 feet to here. And
Is it after me?
this one is going to run. Yeah. To here. And. So, 30 feet to there. And then they're all going to take the dash action.
Oh, bloody hell.
As they cannot attack now, but they will double their movement in order to get this one next to you. Yep. This one. Yep. You can get next to Chi. And this is kind of a pain to do. 10. Yep, this one will also go next to Chi and just cut off an escape. Cool, so that is their full turn as they just use their whole turn dashing. And it is now Taito's turn, who, yeah, she sees you're in trouble, but her brother just got, like, devastated, so she's running to help, dog. As she gets around the back of that, and she's going to make her attacks. She will use her bonus action to... Oh, God. Is she going to make her attacks? No, she's just seeing her brother get really badly hurt. She's going to Shield of Faith on herself with bonus action. And use up one of her spell slots. And then she is just going to make 2 attacks with her longsword. As first attack sucks, and second attack also kind of sucks. What's her bonus? Not nearly enough, as her sword, like which she hasn't had time to channel magical energy into, just bounces off the metallic hull of this creature. And now it is Emsworth's turn, and he calls out to you. I won't offer mercy. Today I kill you. 20, 30, 15, 15. Yep, as he makes a full dash after you guys as well, with his whole turn to just come and kill you.
Of course.
And it's the Blue Turns team. Awesome. So, bonus action.
Yeah, this is what I meant about our initiatives being all clumped together.
Yep. 50.
Sorry, no good. I can re-roll mine if you want.
It's fine. 60 is there. So the first one is going to use his bonus action to dash all the way over to here. Next one, we're going to put him here. And the last one we'll put here. And all three of them are going to make crossbow attacks. Let's have a look.
Oh dear.
Thing is, Tauren's wearing heavy armor, but everyone else is in cover. So, who would be best? We'll say 2 of them are going to go up against Tauren, and the other 2 are going to be against Milo. Milo, you have 3/4 cover, so your AC is 5 higher for this.
Nice. Smart.
Crossbow,
So where does 5 come from?
that's from being in cover.
Oh right, yeah, I wasn't sure like how that was calculated. That's all.
Yeah. So if you're in 3/4 cover, you have plus 5 to your AC.
Okay.
Half cover is plus 2.
Since I'm short, does that make that even more?
No.
Okay.
So
Worth a shot.
I got an 18 and a 17 to hit Tauren.
You missed.
Yeah.
Even without my shield of faith, you missed.
you have 22, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah. There's 2 crossbow bolts ping off you, and an 18 to hit Milo.
13. That's a
Plus
hit.
5 is 18.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a hit. Cool. As unfortunately he's not able to get a sneak attack in this round, but he is going to still hurt you with so many d6s. 7 points of damage as a crossbow bolt just thunks into like your knee.
Great.
And more of these guys. Cool. First of all, I'll roll to see if they... I need to be at 19, don't I, for Gregory?
Mhm.
Sugar, that's fallen off. Okay, nope. That one. Yeah, so they are all, for the moment, fooled by your disguise.
Is it the green guys?
Yep.
Yep. So is it my turn? Sorry.
Not quite yet.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, they're just going to make a firing line on this side of the pit.
Shove them in.
Uh-huh. And...
I've got another idea.
Ooh.
They're going to fire... Yeah, there's no cover for Chi and Milo, so one of them is going to fire at Milo, one of them is going to fire at Chi.
Can the bottom guy fire at me?
No, he's the one who's going to fire at Chi. The other one is going... Yeah, 2 at Milo, 1 at Chi.
Fuck.
The 2 at you are a billion, which will definitely hit, and 13, which I don't think will hit.
No. Well, it won't
What's
now.
your armor class
No,
normally?
wait. Sorry. It is 13. Fuck, they both hit. So I was thinking of the cover thing, yeah.
Roll that.
Yeah.
Roll the 1 on my damage for the first one, so you take 3 damage from the first one, and 4 damage on the second one.
Ugh.
Okay, and against Chi, it's not going to hit. For God's sake. It's like she ducks, and it just sort of like pings off the guard in front of her and doesn't deal any damage to anything. But you are grazed by 2 crossbow bolts, Milo. And
Yes. Okay.
What happens next is Milo, you hear a voice that you recognize come from the stands above the stadium.
Oh, is it my
As-
patron?
Not your patron, your fellow warlock, A,
Oh, hey.
jumps into the fray
Hell yeah.
to try and rescue you. And unfortunately, her turn is just getting into the fight,
Sure.
but she comes to lend a hand. and she's like, "Yeah, I heard someone was hiring people to kill you, and like I just wanted to know how I could get in on that action."
You want me dead or?
Well, how much gold are you going to offer me?
300.
So I was like, "Hey, you know you owe me 400, right?"
Shh, shush, shush.
As it is now Torin's turn. What would you like to do?
Which one of these is the one that I already damaged to anyway? Is it the one at the bottom here?
Sorry, let me just...
What I mean, actually.
It's this one here.
That one there.
Can I
No,
make
sorry,
the
it
soundtrack
is
next
this
week?
one.
Oh, it is that one. Okay, so I'm going to stand.
Thank
So I'm
you.
going to move, and I'm going to attack that particular one.
Remember, you only get your ice damage on one attack.
I'm just checking something. Is it 50? Sorry, I'm just checking. Sorry, I'm checking some spells. I'm pretty certain it's. Please tell me it's more than 50. Damn, it's 10. Okay. All right, so yeah, I'm going to attack him now then. So 1 second, let me get my attack roll up.
Okay, first one definitely hits. He can't even parry that. So that's with your ice damage.
Yeah, so 15. Then I can only do that once per turn, right? That necrotic damage. Okay.
Yeah, so just roll your normal longsword for the second one, or greatsword, because it's the same stats.
Oh, actually, then I'm going to also, because that's hit, that particular one, going to use Divine Smite.
Yep.
And so which is an extra 2d8.
Cool. Roll your 2d8.
8 damage.
That's a total of 23 points of damage.
Yep, and then my second attack. And so I just roll that. So 19. What can I do with 16 damage with that?
Well, you do not, as he uses his reaction to parry and add 2 to his AC, making his AC 20.
You're
Whoa,
Oh,
watch your language.
oh,
There's fucking
wow.
children watching this live stream.
Well, they need
This
to
guy
learn.
who's
Rob's children are
unhittable.
watching this live stream. Can you not swear?
As you do an enormous amount of damage with the first attack, but doing so slows you down just enough that it's able to knock your blade aside for the second attack. And that is the end of your turn.
I don't think there's anything else I can do, is there?
Don't know. You've moved action and you have your bonus action, but
My bonus action, then, I don't think there's anything I am particularly interested in.
cool.
Because the only thing I'm going to do is a reaction thing that I can do. Being
Okay.
No, wait, no, I can't do that because I don't have a shield. So yeah, no, that's it. Just that then.
Okay. So, she is going to use her bonus action to disengage, first of all, because she ain't no idiot. And yeah, she will run to this guy, who is flanked by your new ally, and she looks at A for a moment, she's like, "You're the person who broke into my room the other day and stole the stone." And she is going to make an attack with advantage because this guy is flanked.
When I saw she run away, I'm like, I was helping you. God damn it.
Have fun.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna die.
Yeah, leave the two big things to me.
Yep. So she gets an attack with sneak attack against this guy. Now I roll goddamn better. 9 plus 36 as she started with a rapier. It's 13 plus 5. 18 damage to this guy. God damn.
Have an advanced initiative. Just
He's dropped down to
not important.
very hurt very quickly.
Yeah,
As
but
he regrets
I like
running
the
so
idea
far
that guy,
forwards.
someone gets in by an ambulance, and they're like, "Can we have a medical report?" Very hurt.
Well, Logan doesn't want to tell you exact hit points, so very hurt. And that is essentially all she can do her turn. She's movement, bonus action, action. So, Milo, it's your turn.
Right. Right. I've got Eldritch Blast. Everyone loves a good old Eldritch Blast, but
I don't.
Disadvantage in melee.
what?
Yeah.
But
In melee,
wait.
it is disadvantage.
Oh shit! Really? But I've got right. So if I use Repelling Blast, does that because it pushes them back? Does that not?
Nope, you still have disadvantage.
Still have this? Oh bollocks! Okay, well, that,
Well, it would be good.
yeah, it would have been good. I was
If you hit, it would be good.
yeah, I was
How much
bearing on
did
the
it
would have been good thing. I was hoping it
How-
would have been actually good, but never mind. I can use my Cambion Spear.
One second. How far does it push him back?
10 feet. It's not far enough.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought about that. It's just like I was thinking, oh, I can get them to disengage by pushing them back with that. But
I will say something.
oh,
When you cast Eldritch Blast now, because you're level 5, it fires twice. Does
shit,
each
really?
beam push them back 10 feet?
Spell.
You'd have to check what the
Yeah.
spell says.
Like Repelling Blast, or is it just one time when you hit?
Oh, in Repelling Blast.
Well, that's what you're using, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It says you can push straight line. It doesn't really say.
Okay. Well, we'll say.
What?
Yeah,
So
sure,
the
we'll
first.
say it's each time you hit, but it's the last session. I'll be nice.
Oh, sweet! So I can actually push him back twice
If you hit him both times with
Sick.
disadvantage,
with disadvantage because he's
Wait,
in
wouldn't it-
melee range.
the
Wouldn't
first
it,
one will be with disadvantage.
I was just going to say,
if
wouldn't
you
it be
hit.
the first one?
So roll once with disadvantage,
Oh, okay.
and what is your bonus to hit with this? I think I wrote it down somewhere. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Nope. Spell attack. God damn, really? We'll say it's +7. I don't want to spend the next 20 minutes trying to calculate stuff.
No, do. It's the final session. You have to be the.
Alright, fine.
You
This
have to,
could
you have
last
to
6
ruin
hours,
it for us.
doesn't matter.
You have to ruin it for us.
Let's say it's +7 because that's the same as what Nick has for his
Okay, sure.
spell attack bonus.
So first one disadvantage on.
Oh, hey. It actually does the maths for you. That's kind of cool. Oh, God, I have no idea if that's done the maths right, though.
Okay.
Let's just assume
Oh
it
my
has.
goodness.
Sure.
Hover
can't
over that
read
12. Matt, Alex, hover over that 12 and tell me what you see.
It's a lot of numbers, mate.
Oh, Jesus
Mainly-
Christ!
mainly a lot of
Oh,
zeros.
God.
Why? That makes me nervous. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, what? Let's do it manually.
Just roll it a few times and see if it comes out of 12 every time.
Okay. Yeah.
It's can that 20.
We'll use that one.
Can I take that?
You would still be at disadvantage because
Fuck.
the first blast is missed.
Well,
so
we're
roll
going to
again.
ignore the first two. Fuck.
If you're I tell you what, you can roll manually because I don't know if this is working right.
Yeah, I don't think it is. So let's ignore them. So
Yeah.
what? Let's have a look here.
Just D20 +7.
D20 + 7. 27. Oh, then not 20. Oh, beautiful.
Roll again because you're at disadvantage.
Fuck. 9. Bitch.
Misses. You still have your second blast
Oh, which is good. At disadvantage, then I take it.
because he's still in melee. Yep.
Fuck's sake.
Try again.
What? No, I've done it.
That's
I've rolled
total.
twice.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
twice.
Yes,
you
you did.
got 2 9s.
2 9s.
You did. Okay, so
Bollocks.
you fire out both of these blasts, but as you're dodging out of the way of as this thing swings, you're just unable to get in a solid hit. And that's your action.
I'm gonna move to here because
Okay, you're still
presumably.
in.
I'm still
You're still
within
in
melee,
melee, so, yeah.
range, but
That's fine.
And then you're in melee range of the other one.
fuck. I was thinking I'll be slightly out of, but no, I don't think I will. Actually, no, I'm staying where I am. I moved
Okay.
I moved it. Fuck. So that's my action. What can I do?
You
for
could move
bonus?
like you could move here.
I could, but then I'll be in sight of this guy here. Sorry, no, sorry,
Alright.
this guy here, this guy here, this
Yeah.
guy here, this guy here.
I mean, that one's your ally, but
Yeah, that's what I meant. This one, this one, this one, and this one.
Yep.
And more visible to this guy.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna continue to get pounded royally by the guy in front of me. I think.
Mhm.
I think that's my best option because 30 feet isn't really going to get me.
I was going to say, do you not have disengage?
Not as a bonus
Not as a
action.
bonus, no. It's not a character, yeah. I was really hoping one of them would have disengaged me, but no, that fucked up royally. That's all I can really do. Wait, oh shit, was there something I could do as a... Okay, screw it. I'm gonna do this anyway now, rather than later, because why not? I'm gonna use my Mask of
Okay.
Many Faces
Sure.
to disguise.
I'll allow it.
Disguise
It's technically
as.
an action, but I'll allow it because it's dumb.
It says without expanding a. Oh right. Oh, I don't know. Sure.
Just do it. It's fine.
Okay.
What are you disguising yourself
Disguising as Emsworth Camden's wife. Dead wife.
Okay. He's gonna kill you now.
Okay.
What? So, does that make any difference?
He was gonna kill me anyway. He can't see me yet.
Don't worry, he was coming for you first anyway.
Yeah, it's true. He was gonna come for me first. Yeah, let's go. Damn it! I wanted to
Okay.
keep Milo after this campaign, but he's gonna die. Sure.
Well,
And
Did you
Gregory,
buy
it's
those
your
healing
turn.
potions I told you to?
yes, he did.
Thank God.
wait, how many did I buy? Oh no, just the. No, I just bought the one mega healing potion, but it's fine.
Yep.
Um,
Gregory, it's your turn.
I'm going to make my way behind these boys, and I'm going to try and convince them to join our side. Okay. So-
what would you say in order to make that?
Well,
happen?
all I'm saying is these guys they don't like, well, they've only, I'm guessing, known Ed, Camsworth for a limited amount of time. They're probably in it for the money, right? We
Yeah,
all
these
have a
guys-
bit of money.
These guys are mercs. You can tell.
Yeah,
that just by
exactly.
looking at them.
You know, we have a lot of money. The
Mhm.
Delmirievs have a lot of money.
Mhm.
Emsworth Camsworth probably doesn't actually have any money because he was put in prison and probably had all his fortunes taken away.
Yeah.
So really, if they join us, we're not going to fucking kill them because they're not our
Okay.
enemies if they join us. And if they
That
join us,
sounds-
there's probably going to be a handsome reward for them.
Sure, that sounds like a persuasion check if I've ever heard one.
Come on, persuasion, Tet.
I mean,
And they think I'm one of them as well. They think I'm a
Sure.
merc, don't they?
Yeah, you can
They-
have,
they-
you can
they
have
can check.
advantage.
Oh,
So
please roll really high.
I will roll separately for each of them.
17. 17's not too
Oh.
bad.
One of them stops and just doesn't really know what to do one way or the other, and the other two go, he's got a good point. Yeah, he's got. That's a pretty good point. But why do we think that this guy is actually going to pay us? And they turn their crossbows towards Amsworth.
I'm the Clutch King, baby.
Oh my
So,
god, you are a
That's
genius.
disgusting.
This one and this one will now be on your team.
Yeah,
Oh.
And I don't know, we'll put little hearts by them.
Oh, that's cute.
Can't.
that's cute.
And this one, it seems undecided.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah,
So
but
they're
no
not going
question
to check
mark.
if I'm. They're not going to. I'm guessing because of that, they're not going to check if I'm actually one of them next.
they don't really care one way or
Okay.
the other. Now you're an employee.
Now that I was going to say, now you pointed out to them that they might not get paid if they kill us.
Right.
Essentially,
So the
they
other one's
consider
gonna
you
be
to be an
neutral.
employer.
So I'm not going to kill him, but he's not going to kill anyone else, correct?
He just doesn't really seem to have decided what he's going to do
Okay,
yet.
that's cool. No one attack him, because otherwise I have to fight him, and I can't be bothered. I don't know what else
Do you
I
have
can
any?
do.
Do you have any ranged things you can do?
I believe I do actually have a crossbow.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Fire at
I'd
Camden.
say that all this persuasion will have taken your action because it's going to have taken. Like,
Yeah,
a
that's
little
what I was
while to have
thinking.
talked him into it.
I can't do a spell then. I could possibly move over then, so to get over like here.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do a spell like message,
Yeah,
which is like a cantrip? I think it's a
I
cantrip.
think it's an action, but I'll allow it if you want to.
Because I'm just going to tell. I just want to tell the others to be like, don't kill these guys.
Yeah, sure. You can call it out. It's fine.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome.
I'm
Are
really
you
liking.
moving are you moving to here, or are you staying behind your pillar?
Yeah, I'll move up to the thingy, so it looks like I'm one of them, and I'll
Okay.
just.
Cool.
I'm really liking these. It's the last mission, so I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm really
It's
liking
really
these.
working in someone's favor, not really mine.
Well, until that point, you guys were in a real bad position,
Oh, absolutely.
and now things are starting to look a little better for you as this second round has started. So, next up is Dormer's turn. As he takes a second and goes, "Oh my god!" after having been almost torn apart by this thing. And, I mean, it is pretty damaged, so he is still going to try and take it down. But, man, did he overestimate himself again. So, 2 attacks, and I will roll his damage for them first. 6. So that is exactly lethal. With his first 2 attacks, he destroys this thing and just like throws it tumbling into the pit where it begins to dissolve in the acid. He turns around and looks at A. Is like, "Are you on our side? Are you on their side? I don't even know who you are." And
How did she respond? Did he ask it, or is he just thinking it?
he asks it, but she's like, "I don't know what side you're on." And that's essentially like in 6 seconds. That's all the like conversation they get to have. So his sister's about to be in big trouble, so he's going to run and back her up. And he's going to run over to Emsworth, and he's going to flurry of blows and attack Emsworth twice.
Yeah.
Which is, I need to check Emsworth's AC. God damn it! His AC is 15, so... Yeah, they both hit. Cool. As he just runs up and punches this burn victim twice. And Emsworth seems to have, like... He seems bigger and more impressive since the last time you saw him. Like, he has been basically spending all of the resources he has on, like, magically enhancing himself, ready to kill you guys. So that is another 10 hit points of damage. Cool. Doesn't seem to hurt him very much, but it is a little bit of chip damage to him.
It's hard to tell with his face being so burnt.
Yeah. Emsworth looks at this guy and is like, "I really didn't want to have to fight my way through all of you." But it is now the Magitek Guards, who there is only 3 of them left. One of them is definitely going to tear apart Milo now, and the other 2 are going to flank Torin and make attacks with advantage. So, the one against Milo is 2 melee attacks.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably not going to hit. You have an AC of 13, don't you?
13, yeah.
Yeah, so that one doesn't hit. The second attack will hit with his greatsword. So that is not good.
Oh, fuck.
No, I mean not like high damage.
Oh, right.
Only 6 damage.
Oh, you
I
got
I
just-
a
rolled a
lucky.
1 and
You,
a 2 on my
you got
dice.
lucky there, man.
I know. Well, I'm already looking pretty scarred. Can you see the number?
Yeah, I
above my
can see your
character?
health bar. I can see it.
Okay, well that's going to drop down a little bit further now. How does
That's
that
what
look?
I want to see.
Right, no one can see it except for Logan. Okay, well it's 14 out of 34.
Maybe it's because I have access to your character sheet. That's interesting. Alex
know.
also does the same thing on his character.
Yes, I do.
I wish you could just tie it into your character sheet. Like, there's a lot
Yeah.
that Roll20 doesn't really do.
It's weird because it sets it up as though I can connect that token to be your character so
Yeah.
that you can control it, which is what I have done. But in any case,
I don't know.
it is these two are going to make attacks with advantage against Torin then. They'll both make great. First one is 19 plus 5 is 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll roll damage for this first because you have to make a con save against it. Uh, 11 damage, and you have to be a con save of 10.
Kidding me?
You lose your Shield of Faith
Oh,
as your concentration is broken. And you now have another 3 attacks coming at you with advantage. The second one is a 21 to hit you.
yes. That wouldn't have hit before, but yes. Couldn't you got it the other way around? It would have been so much safer.
Unfortunately, so that is another 11 damage. And the next 2 attacks from the guy behind you are much lower, actually. Only an 11 to hit you.
That's
A 16 to hit you will not hit you, I'm guessing.
good.
Cool.
Do you want to do that now?
So,
All right.
that was 22 damage to you.
Okay.
That's the end of their turn. And next up is Taito, who can't get around to help her brother now, so she's going to run to help Milo.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
'Cause you're in trouble. And,
Very much.
Yeah, so she is going to
I'll be back in a
make...
second.
Yeah, she'll just make 2 attacks, it's fine. In fact, if she runs over here, he's flanked, so she'll get advantage. So, first one misses because she sucks. God, what is my life? Second one also misses. Why can't she hit anything today?
Thank you for trying.
Technically, your melee attacks will have advantage against it now while it's flanked, at least. So she's helped. But next up is Emsworth, who, well, Dormer is in the way. He's got to die. I believe Emsworth gets 3 attacks. Multi-attack, 3 melee attacks, 2 with his scimitar and 1 with his dagger. Awesome. So, first of all, his 2 attacks with his scimitar. What is his AC? Okay. God damn it. Not good. So, 1 scimitar attack hits him. The other one he is able to parry. So that is 5 damage there. Wow, he's not looking hot. And then 1 with his dagger, which is also going to hit. With a d4, which is another 5 damage. God damn. Dormer's on 10 hit points, guys. But he has held the line and blocked Emsworth from getting through. Which leaves it to be the blue guy's turn. first of all, this guy is going to disengage and run away. So, 5, 20, 30 to get to there. That's his bonus action. And then with his action, he is going to... Yeah, he'll take a shot at Dormer. Because that guy's blocking Emsworth's way. That's not going to hit. In fact, Dormer is going to... no, because it's not the Fleck missile. He can't because it didn't hit. That's fine. So, the other two guys are also going to shoot at Dormer. The
Dormer's
last
gonna
one
die.
hits. No, because only one of them hits. And
Yeah,
he is a monk who is able to deflect missiles.
Yeah.
So he, in the middle of, like, furiously dodging and trying to survive an onslaught from Emsworth, just catches this crossbow bolt and is going to try and throw it back. 15, that will hit. And does, hang on, 5 plus dex, which is 7 damage to this guy. Cool. So, there we go. As he just barely still continues to hold the line. The green people, 2 of them are now on your side, and who's looking real bad? I guess, yeah, one of them's gonna try and aim for this one, and one of them's gonna try and aim for this one to try and help you guys out.
Thank goodness.
The one to help Torin is not going to hit. The one to help Milo is a nat 1.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
As they both fire their crossbows and completely whiff. But, you know,
They shoot it into the ceiling.
the intention was there.
Everyone's trying,
And-
even me. It's just going terribly.
The undecided guy I'm going to roll for again. He makes up his mind that he doesn't want to be the only one who gets arrested, and is also going to help you guys out next turn. Now it's A's turn, and yeah, it's Milo that's in trouble here. So, or at least she doesn't really care about Torin. So yeah, she's going to run over here, and she's going to Eldritch Blast. One of them hits and the other one, like, she is just trying not to hit you, so it just, like, smashes into the pillar next to you. And so that is 7 damage. Whereas this, like, here's the thing, because you have the same patron, it looks identical to your Eldritch Blasts, actually. So it's like this molten metal shotgun blast hits this thing for... Actually, it's barely been hurt up until now, so...
It hasn't been hurt, no, has it?
Yeah.
All these shots taken on it.
Mm-hmm. It's fun. It finally gets hit, though.
Yay. It's ever so
Alex,
slightly grazed.
It's your turn. I don't know, is Alex there?
He said BRB.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to Alex's turn then.
Yeah, do Chi first. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Chi's turn. So, she is going to... trying to think of a way that she can wrangle, get an advantage on something, but she's just going to have to...
Actually, sounds like Alex might be back.
I just got back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
your turn.
alright, we'll do your turn first then.
Alright, what were we doing? What's happened?
The guys who Matt was talking to have all decided to join your team. They
Oh, yeah.
all missed their shots on the guys that are attacking you, though.
It's all right, guys. Just imagine the 3 dead people. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
Okay.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Right.
It's better than killing 3 people, so...
How damaged is this one that I have already attacked?
Real bad.
Okay, well, I'm just going to, again, attack him with my first strike.
So I'm gonna take the concentration marker.
That doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Okay, well, I then
So
try
your
again.
ice damage isn't used up then.
Yeah,
Because you didn't hit.
I try again.
That one will hit, and it can't parry that.
No.
So you just hit it with 19 damage.
Yep. I'm guessing
and
that's still not.
That is enough to kill it. It had 18 hit points.
Oh my god, yes.
So this one, it just like crumbles into a pile of sparking metal and the sound of gears grinding as you destroy one of the Magitek Guards that was surrounding you.
As a bonus action, I can use a healing potion, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so I'm going to use one healing potion. So 2d4 plus 2. Let me just. 9 health.
Cool.
Not a great deal, but it's something.
Better than nothing. So you heal for 9 points.
Yep.
And then it is Chee's turn.
Is that normally an action to heal?
To drink a potion is bonus action.
Oh, right, okay.
I think in rules as written, it's an action to heal, but like a lot of people house rule it as a bonus action because otherwise it's basically worthless to have healing potions.
Yeah, it's because it's
like it's just more valuable to attack.
Yeah.
So, it's an action to feed someone else a potion.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's Chee's turn. She is Torin's in a much better position now, so she will help Milo since he's in the worst trouble. And she's
What
gonna
about-
run over.
What about, I believe, what do we call it? Dorman.
She's never going to run towards Emsworth. It's true. Dorma is in a lot of trouble, actually. Yeah, she'll stay where she is. She'll take a shot at Emsworth. But she can't get any sneak attack. She'll do it anyway. He's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, so she'll take a shot at Dorma. That is a 15 to hit, which will hit. It stopped. Hang on, let me put on the next track. Come on. Yeah. Sorry. Just to give me 1 second. There. That's better. Yeah, so she hit with that, so it's just a single d6. And I sneak it out. Rolled a 1 on damage. So it's 6 points.
Did we
of
actually
damage.
run out of music because we were taking too long?
Yeah, that's a shorter track, though.
God damn. We're in for the long haul.
So, she does fire and hit him with an arrow at least. But again, he just seems mostly unperturbed by this damage as he's just single-minded. He wants to kill Milo. Whose turn it coincidentally is.
What was that?
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh, fantastic. Right. Fuck this guy. I've never... I think I hate this guy more than I hate Emsworth Camden. So...
This is the meme from Endgame where it's like, you took everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
That robot doesn't even know what knowing is.
Well, no, I meant you don't remember who Emsworth is.
Oh,
You just don't care about him.
Don't care about him. I'll dress as his wife, but I don't care about him. Cambion Spear. All right, so weird question. Like, I'm sure it won't make any difference whatsoever, but probably just for RP. So I'm going to use Cambion Spear for obvious reasons. Will the piercing damage do any difference to the cogs that are going on inside these robotic men?
So if you wanted to make it a cold shot, you can attack with disadvantage, and then we can try and see like if you disrupt something. Like you could take away one of its attacks, let's say.
Now isn't the time for that. Okay, I'm going to go in with a regular roll.
No, it's not the time for that.
I can't believe Rob just avoided doing something fancy.
Right, no, it's
Just
only
for-
because I'm on 14 HP, and well, like, okay, I could do that, then use my bonus action to use my greater healing potion.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that.
I might do that. Screw it, because it's the last session and everyone likes something fancy. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
2 rolls.
Make an attack
of-
with disadvantage. That's a big nope.
That's a big nope. Fantastic.
Is it like catches your spear in one of its bladed hands and shoves you aside, and you like slam into the pillar for a moment. You still have your bonus action.
Yeah, it's going to be the Greater Healing Potion, which... So how do you work one of them out?
So it should be in your journal, Great Healing Potion, but we will take
It's
a check.
not, no.
Ah, okay.
Maybe you didn't add it in, to be fair.
Maybe. Okay. I believe it's 4d4 plus 4.
That sounds familiar.
Someone at the bloody Dungeons and Dragons head office was just like, I can't be bothered today when writing that. 4d4 plus 4, fuck it, that'll do. Those nerds were like that.
It's all 4.
14. So I'm back up to 28 HP.
Cool. And you just slam against this pillar and then like, oh, for God's sake, and just chug a potion. It's a power move. Just stare this robot directly in the eyes while you chug a potion. With Emsworth Cameron's wife's face.
Do I not look entirely like her, or is it just the face?
No, it's perfect.
Like body, like have I? No, I haven't morphed, have I?
It's
only
an
I can do
illusion
that.
spell. Like it changes your appearance, so you can change your clothes,
So
your
he's just
body
slammed a
shape.
woman into a post. Wow, monster!
Yeah,
He's a robot, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care. And Emsworth seems just even more upset and ready to murder you.
Brilliant. There's not a lot I can do now, is there? Action. I
No.
can't move. I'm not going to move. Yeah, that's it. Go.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my go.
That's it. Gregorio, what is your decision?
Right, so I should probably go help the others now. Where would I be best suited? Because obviously you're done over here. You basically got that fight. Over here is basically done.
Done.
It would
I'm
probably-
still dying.
Yeah, it'd probably be best if I have 20 feet, don't I?
30 feet total.
30 feet for total.
But you have to go around. Well, you could try and jump over the pit if you want.
Yeah, I was going to say, I might as well
I'll
jump.
do that.
I'll move over here so at least I can start being, alerted
Make an
to.
athletics check or an acrobatics check to
Oh,
try
you
and jump
bastard.
over this
You're such a
pit.
bastard.
You
I'm gonna
should
fall
not
in,
do
aren't
it.
I? I know.
That's
I'm
why
gonna
you shouldn't
fall
do
in.
it. Don't do it. Don't.
17.
That's
God,
enough.
that was a boss
Whoa.
jump.
So whereabouts are you going to?
I'm gonna go and help up here
Okay.
because it looks like
Someone's
someone over
about to
here.
fall, dog.
Do you reckon I'm still disguised as a merc? So do you reckon do the same over here with these guys?
You could try if you would like.
Could I try and persuade them from over here, or would it be too far?
Yeah, you can call out to them. It's only like 30 feet is like 10 meters or something. Like, they can hear you.
Right, I'm gonna try and do a persuasion check, saying the exact same thing, but I'm gonna hope, because you're being kind, I'll get also advantage because I've basically gonna say I've convinced the others that they're gonna get paid by the Delmirevs.
Okay.
So
sure.
hopefully that might work.
Sure.
I mean,
Oh
oh my god!
Nat
Yes!
20.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, I'll roll for them.
I'm gonna have to get a nat 20 to not believe it though.
That's a d12, not a d20.
It helps.
Nope. Nope. All three of them turn and they're like, look at one another like, wait a minute. Are we gonna lose?
Are we the baddies?
All I'm saying is they can join
know
our
they're the
side,
baddies.
and if they help take up Emsworth, money, the money's in the bag. The Delmirevs, we've got gold.
So they all
You
decide
have to
to
get a loan
join
off the.
the winning team. Honor be damned. So, yeah, that is the end of their turn. And Dorma goes, wait, are these people going to stop shooting at me? Guys, I don't feel so good.
Oh, no.
Disengage.
Endgame.
Disengage.
Yeah, can he do it as a bonus? Actually, I think he can step of the wind, can't he? But he's almost on
He's
key
if he-
points.
I was gonna say if he's a monk, he should be able to step of the wind.
Let's just see how many key points step of the wind uses.
I think
Oh, it's
it's
only
one.
one. He
Yeah, it's
can
all
do
one.
it.
He
can do it.
He can do it. Is it wise to do so? I believe so.
Uh,
Yes.
it leaves him with only 1 key point left.
Don't
So
stop
he
using.
can't flurry. Dash or disengage as a bonus action. So bonus action to disengage. In fact, attack twice and then bonus action to disengage.
Genius.
First attack. Nope. Second attack. Yep. So is 7 damage as he just sucker punches Emsworth first and then runs away. For some reason I can't. There we go. As like you are slowly starting to chip away at his health. And he just seems to be getting more and more furious as Dorma goes, nope, 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 nope.
Good on him.
And just legs it away. And he can't really get all that far because there's enemies everywhere. But he's...
I mean, technically, there's
I'll
only
go
enemies
over
in front of
these
him
guys.
and 2 in combat now. As,
Yeah.
the rest are all charmed, technically.
Yeah, he's getting more and more confused about who is his enemy at this point.
A's just a wild card, even more so.
Yeah. She was your enemy, or the enemy of most of the party, and then she was your ally, and then...
Who knows what she wants now?
Alright, so now is the Magitek Guards. And...
Here we go.
Yeah, it's going to be Milo and Torin, I guess. Like, they're not going to leave melee. Although I could hit Gregory. It would be nice. No, it's smarter to attack Milo. We're going to do that. As well, like, you are primary target that they've been given. So, an 18 plus 5 is, I'm guessing going to hit you. And 17 plus 5 is, I'm guessing, going to hit you,
Most
Alex.
likely. Oh.
17 plus 5. So, what's that? 22. That'll hit you, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So, critical damage for each of you. I hope you enjoy.
How much?
First of all, to Milo, we have 9 plus 3 is 12 damage to you, Milo.
Here we go again.
There's another attack coming your way.
Here we
But
go.
first
More.
of all, the damage coming towards Torin is exactly the same, 12 damage to Torin. And then another attack against each of you is going to be not enough. That's like, what, 9 to hit, so that's not going to hit you. And against Torin is not any better, really. So,
Good.
you both take 12 damage and are not hit by the second attack. They can't really... This one is probably just going to move over here to try and block you from getting... In fact, no, he'll stay where he is. Just because tactically it means you can't move. There we go. Taito, it's her turn. And Dorma has gotten out of trouble. She is still just going to make 2 attacks against this thing, and maybe she'll actually hit something. That one, and... Ooh! The second one hits! Guys!
Yay.
It happened!
Finally hits!
Is that the second hit against it?
Nope. Yes?
One from A, one from him?
Yep, it is. So, she does actually roll max damage, so...
Nice.
I need to check what her thing is. I know it's a d10 plus something. D10 plus 3. So, 13 damage.
Tight.
Damn. So, it is hurt by that. It's still got plenty of health. As these are some pretty nasty robots. And Emsworth. He just doesn't care about Gregory, though. Gregory wasn't a part of the party, like, that he ever met. So, you're in the way, but essentially Emsworth will say to you, get out of the way and I'll let you live, to Gregory. Matt?
Yes.
Head down. Yeah.
I was going to say, Matt, now would be a good chance to either keep Milo alive
please.
Milo, is he in the hit?
So, yeah.
The hit.
Emsworth says, get out of the way and I'll let you live.
Where is it's this man above Emsworth, isn't it?
That's Emsworth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Let's go up to him and let's fight, motherfucker.
No, you can't. He's
Okay.
shouting.
Well,
Wait.
you will refuse to get out of his way, though.
Yeah.
So, you're in his way. He's going to come and fight you.
Okay.
He's going to make 3 attacks against you, 2 with his scimitar, 1 with his dagger. So, first one is 10 to hit. God damn it. Second one is 13 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
Wait, 13. If it's on 13, it hits, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it hits.
So, God. 4 damage. And his last attack with his dagger is a 14 to hit. I still cannot roll with a damn. That does hit you there.
Yeah.
Right. It's only 2 plus 3 is what? 5 damage with that one. So 4 damage plus 5 damage is 9 damage total.
Cool.
As he, you duck the first slash, get scratched by the second one, and then scratched by his dagger on the third attack.
Is that all you've got, you genital-faced motherfucker?
He just snarls at you. At this point, he's just enraged that he can't even get to Milo. He knows he's going to die today, but he wanted to take Milo down with him desperately. And, so the blue boys are... One of them will attack Emsworth, and the other 2 will attack the guard in front of Milo. In fact, no. We'll get 1 against each enemy. Say it that way. So, first one is the one against Emsworth. Hits. Second one is the one against the one next to Torin. Misses. The third one is the one against Milo. Or the guy next to Milo. Which also misses. So, those guys have an AC of 18, goddammit. It is going to be how much damage? 6 damage. He's just starting to get worse and worse as this is snowballing for him now. Just taking damage from everyone before he can even get to you. Because he's now literally been shot in the back. And it's the green boys, who I guess they'll do the same. 1 against each Magitek Guard and 1 against Emsworth. So, the one against Emsworth first, it hits. The one against the Magitek Guard will... the guard will parry it, so it doesn't hit. And the one against the one by Torin will hit. So, that is 6 damage to that one. It's the first damage it's taken. I'm sure you'll fix that soon, Alex.
Yes. Sure it will soon. Okay.
Let's kick him into the spikes.
And
on,
now it is A's turn. And A's like, there are so many people attacking this thing. Why will it not go down? She's going to Eldritch Blast again.
Does she shout duck?
No. She just seems frustrated as, once again, one of the blasts smashes into the pillar next to you, and the second one hits, dealing
At what point does this pillar fall down?
I mean, it's like a 5-foot diameter pillar. It can take a few pings.
Okay. Not that I want it to fall. I don't want to be subjected to Emsworth, but out of curiosity.
Sugar. There we go. It is starting to get pretty hurt now. Like, you are slowly chipping away at it. Next up is Torin. What would you like to do?
I would attack this one next to me, because
Mm-hmm.
why would I not?
Mm-hmm.
So let's make a weapon strike.
That'll hit. It can't parry that.
It can't parry that. Okay. I'm also going to then add on, because there's spikes behind it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm sure you can realize what I'm going to do.
I will remind you. Divine Smite you can declare after you hit. Thunderous Smite you have to declare before you hit.
Yeah, right.
So you can add it. You can try it on your next attack. But it's like Thunderous Smite you cast, and it lasts until you hit something effectively.
Yeah, no, I just used Divine Smite.
Cool.
What's that? 2d8.
Sounds right.
No, I am going to increase the level to a level 2 spell.
So it's 3d8.
So it's 3d8 instead, yes.
Cool. Blast them.
Fucking hell.
That's 11.
Hey, it's not even enough damage. Okay, so 30 in total that with one hit.
That is a pretty nasty hit. It's not
Yeah,
dead, but it's...
No. It could have been better, let's put it that way.
It's very, very low now.
And then obviously just second strike as a normal attack. Which it will parry.
It doesn't even need to parry it. Its base AC is 18.
Oh man. That would have been 15 damage if that hit. Goddamn.
I'll tell you right now, it's on 16 HP.
Oh wow.
So, now is Chi's turn, and... I mean, how much health do you have at the minute?
Me, I'm on 21.
Okay. So, I mean, I can see that's about half health.
I haven't used my bonus action, have I?
Nope.
Haha. I'm gonna fix that half health problem. I'm gonna use another healing potion.
Okay, in that case, drink your healing potion, and then she will be like, "Okay, he's got that handled." Matt, how are you doing on health? Like, are you holding up all right against Emsworth at the minute?
Yeah. I mean, I've still got 20 health left, so I can go on for a while. I can try and keep him, and I've got bloody healing potions for days, so I can keep going.
Okay, so like, I mean, she's aware of the equipment that you have, so she's like, okay, I guess it's Milo who needs the help the most, but he's already got loads of people helping him, so she's just gonna run down here to get a better shot and just take a shot at the guard that's attacking Milo. God damn it, misses.
Why?
I can't roll with a damn today. I've had like, out of about 20 rolls, maybe 4 good ones. And
can you bring that?
All 4 of them were to hit Alex.
Can you bring that dice back in that got a
What, the one that rolled all the nat 20s?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can bring that one back.
But use it for us, not against us.
yeah, sure. I'll do that, yeah. Milo, it's your turn.
Great. Cambion Spear. There's nothing I can... Because Hand Axe is... I could use a Hand Axe, twist things up a little bit, but Piercing and Fire, why not? Plus it's got...
Okay.
So
Are you going to try and do the same thing, or are you just going to try and hurt it this time?
Just try and hurt it this time. It needs to be damaged.
Okay.
Nat 20, 25.
Nat 20 will definitely hit. So,
4 Piercing and Fire.
I'm just looking at this. That's 1d6 plus... I don't know how that's worked. So we're just going to roll it separately. We will say... It looks like on the d6 you've got a 2. It's fine. We'll just roll the damage separately. I need to look at how the Cambion Spear works. Cambion Spear. 1d4 of fire damage. So, just roll a d6 and a d4, and we'll double each of them.
Amazing.
Okay, so 6, 7, 8.
That's me all over.
2, because it's a +2 weapon. That's 10 damage, plus your, I think, strength. What's your strength bonus? 1. So,
yeah.
11 damage total with that. Cool. Looking pretty hurt. On actually less hit points than the one that Alex is fighting. You just stab it with this spear and like flames shoot up through like the chassis of this thing, but it stays standing, much like Elton John.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to again take another healing potion, just a regular one.
Cool. 2d4 plus 2.
6, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, another 24. Okay.
So, next up is Gregory's turn. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna start sparring with Thingy to hold him off.
Okay. Hero Gregory right now.
Yeah. Got to take a stand at some point. I'm going to do attack with my rapier.
Mm-hmm. Make an attack.
Oof.
Unfortunately, does not hit.
Yeah.
As he just seems so enraged, like he doesn't even intentionally dodge it. He just is swinging for you so recklessly that you just whiff.
Can I drink a potion?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink one healing potion, which is
A regular or a greater?
regular. I don't
Okay.
need a greater.
2d4 plus 2.
2d4. 5, so 7, so that gets me back to 27 health. That's 2 hit points off my full,
Cool.
so that's good. Yeah, I'm just gonna that's my turnover. I can't really do much. I'm just holding the line essentially.
So, it's Dormer's turn now, and he doesn't want to go near Emsworth again. And, I mean, he does sort of have a bond that he's built up with Torin, like, training with him and having, like, a duel against him in the first round. So he will come and help you. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough key points left to flurry, so he only gets 2 attacks.
Don't they hit?
Nope.
Oh my god.
They both, he's just so injured he can't put his strength into his fist, and he's going to use his last key point to do patient defense on himself. That's the end of his go, essentially. He can't do anything else. And it is now the guards. And let's face it, there's the way I've been rolling, there's no way I'm going to hit you, Alex. But at the same time, he is with disadvantage against Dormer. And his AC is 5 lower than yours. Yep. He's going to attack Dormer with his first one at the moment.
You base that decision on what the DM can see?
That's true, but like he can see what his armor is and how he's what is taken to hit him. You guys know that the guard is really hard to hurt because it has a lot of AC, and Emsworth seems to have a lower AC but a lot of hit points. You guys can figure that out at least. Right, so it misses its attack against Dormer as he's like gone into a defensive stance and dodges out of the way of it. This one he's going to attack Torin. That is a 21.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh my god. You're right, I should have gone back to this dice sooner, Rob.
Thanks, Rob.
Sorry.
So then, my 2d6 damage heals 10, 13 damage to you. As it's like the same swing that it missed Dormer with. It sweeps around and hits you with it.
Nice, thanks.
And it is now Taito's turn. She's just elated that she finally hit something. And she misses her next attack and hits the attack after. But it will parry, so she doesn't hit. And once again, she's back to not being very successful this fight. As that brings essentially her to the end of her turn, because she's already used that. It's now Emsworth's turn. And at this point, he's getting more and more injured and more frustrated. Instead of fighting Gregory, he's going to try and just barge straight past you.
Does that count as an escape?
So what this is going to be, because he's not leaving your melee, you will each make an athletics check to see if he can barge past you.
Okay.
So, athletics check from you, and you have to be a 15.
God damn it. Yeah, he's going to barge past me.
Cool.
Shit.
So,
he
runs up to Milo and says, "Finally!" as he's going to make his free attacks against Milo.
Shit.
First one, nat 20 with the scimitar.
Bollocks. This is wait.
I'm really glad you had me come back to this dice.
Cheers,
Fuck.
Rob, you idiot.
Fuck.
Second one is a 17 to hit you.
Yes.
And the one with the dagger is a 14 to hit you.
Mm-hmm.
So the nat 20 first will roll.
Conscious.
13 for the nat 20. And for the second one is 8. And for the dagger attack, it is going to be... I need to actually pick up there. 5 for that. So that is a total of 26 points of damage to you.
Oh, I'm down for the count.
Okay, you are unconscious.
I'm on 0.
And you will start making death saving throws on your turn.
You brought this on yourself, Rob.
Fuck.
You did say, oh, why didn't you use that with the dice again?
Can you banish that dice forever? That'd be great.
I mean, that was your third nat 20 on that dice. It's
So
a
you're
bit
saying
unfair.
I suppose, yeah, I'll stop using this dice right before it's your ally's turn. That seems fair.
Fuck. Right, so do I need to roll death saving throw then?
On
yeah.
your turn, you will. Yes.
Okay.
So, first of all, it's the blue guy's turn, and they're just going to focus down Hemsworth. It's fine. Screw it. Second one hits. Third one also hits. So, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 damage between the two that hit him. There's another 2 crossbow bolts hit him in the back, and he is just bleeding from everywhere at this point, just furiously, like roaring in victory, essentially, as he's finally brought down Milo. And it's now the Green's turn. And, yeah, they'll aim for the guard that's also trying to kill Milo. First one doesn't hit. Second one hits. Third one hits, but he will parry that one. So, only one of them hits. What you call it? It's on less than 10 hit points now. It's on, in fact, I'll tell you, it's on 7 hit points. And it is A's turn. I need to check if A has any healing spells. I don't think she does. I've got so many character sheets here. This isn't great for me. Healing spells. Sorry for bringing this to a halt. Nope, no healing spells. So she is just going to rush over to Milo, and she can't heal you, but she is going to try and make a medicine check to stabilize you at least.
Sick.
And she succeeds. So what happens is you are still unconscious until you receive any healing, but you will not have to make death saving throws.
Cool.
Any damage you take will automatically count as one death save that you fail, though. Rack up 3 failures and you die. And melee attacks automatically hit.
Oh my goodness.
I'd like to remind you, there is an unfeeling machine here that will not stop just because you fell down, and a man who wants to see your corpse butchered, both in melee with you. Torin, it's your turn.
On that light note, Torin, it's your turn.
Okay, so I again look to try and finish this one off here.
Okay.
So I'll look to attack it. That one misses, so I try again.
Sorry. Oh yeah, 14. Yeah.
Yeah, so I do it my second attack, which is a 21, which
Okay,
does hit even if you try to parry, right?
Yeah, it can't parry that.
And
Parry will bring
that
its
should
shield.
that should do enough damage, right?
Yep, that kills it.
Good.
As it just sort of like its mechanical gears freeze, and it just becomes motionless and falls over onto the spikes.
And
Destroyed.
I again roll, use another health potion. 5. Come on, what are these goddamn numbers?
Okay, so you heal yourself a 5.
Yep, now I'm gonna have the good thing in my next turn I can actually use an action if I need to. And actually
I'm just
heal.
looking. I think Chi might have something. Sorry, just one moment. I'm looking through Chi's inventory. I swear, she must. Yeah, okay. So she has a healing potion. Chi is going to abandon all defense and run over to try and save Milo's life. In fact, Rob, I'd like you to roll 2d4 plus 2 as she pours a healing potion into your mouth.
Okay. 2d4 plus 2. 9.
Okay, you are on 9 hit points as you come back to consciousness.
Oh, thank goodness. I'm alive.
Both A and Chi, like, kneeling over you while you hear very close, once again roaring in rage, Emsworth Camden. It's your turn.
Run.
Have
Literally
you
just
got?
run.
Have you
Just
got?
run.
Have you got a disengage
Disengage, yeah.
As an
Can you
action.
as an action?
As
yeah,
action.
just walk it past everyone else, and then we because he's gonna come for you, and I'm just gonna
Yeah.
stand in the way.
And I can backstab him at the moment, so we're in a good spot for you to get away.
Logan?
What? Disengage? It's just a thing you can do. It means they don't get opportunity attacks.
Oh, right. It's
yeah,
because,
so you don't get attacked as you try to run off.
Yeah. Which direction shall I run?
Towards the guys who can guard you.
Green guys?
Yeah, green guys. Run towards my boys.
The boys. Okay, I can't go through there.
You can also go between, like, near me.
I
Sounds like-
could. Can I barge through there? Out of curiosity.
No.
No?
No. Well, you could try, but you're making an athletics check against a huge robot.
Yeah. 10.
In fact, because you're smaller, I'd let you make acrobatics if you wanted, but even so.
Yeah, no, I'd rather not risk it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go behind the other side. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, that'll get me to there.
Okay. I'll allow it. So
as well
you
as
just get up
disengaging,
and run away. And
yeah.
like you just dive away as attacks from the robot and
Milo's not a wimp, but he
Emsworth
knows when he
come
needs to
flying
run.
at you, but do not manage to hit you. And once again, you have cooked Emsworth. Oh, but your illusion of his wife did fade when you fell unconscious. So
Right.
once again, you look like you.
Sure.
That's your action and movement. You have a bonus action.
Heal up, healing potion.
Yep, I'm going to use my last healing potion.
Okay.
I think I forgot to remove the one before, so yeah, last healing potion, which is how much?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, 5.
Okay.
Not very good, but sure.
Well then.
Cool.
Gregory, it's your turn.
Stabbing the fucker in the back, because obviously he's not there anymore, is he?
Mm-hmm.
He's not focusing. Do I get advantage if it's a stab in the back?
He's not flanked. In fact,
Okay.
he's been recklessly attacking, sure. I'll allow it.
I mean,
Advantage.
surely because I'm here and he's here.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's a flank. But, okay.
Flank means he's got an enemy.
Either side.
here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. My fault.
It's fine.
Uh,
I'll give you advantage anyway, because he's been recklessly attacking here.
yeah, I'll go try to get advantage. Sorry, I did just press it again. There we go. Oh, great.
Unfortunately, his
Neither
armor class
hit.
is 15.
God fucking damn it. Can I
You
just...
still have your bonus action and your movement.
I don't know what I could do with my bonus action. I just have...
I mean, you've got a lot of value in this fight already. Essentially, you've more than taken down
Can I
6
do a
people.
spell, a cantrip?
Depends on what it is.
Minor illusion.
Sure, I'll allow it.
His wife.
I was gonna say No, because that won't work. Does he have a son?
Nope.
Does he have a child?
Nope.
Please tell me he has a child.
Does that have to be something
does
you've
not.
seen as well?
I'm gonna. If
Yeah,
I
you
put
can
two
make some.
Milos, will he recognize which one's which?
Yeah, minor illusion isn't like good enough that you could make a fake person. You'd need like major image for that.
Okay. I can't see what cantrips I have. Sure, I could. Could I make friends with him?
No, that's one, not going to work. I will not allow it, and two,
I'm
that
gonna
would be
I'm gonna run to wherever Milo is and protect him basically, and
Okay.
basically act as a fucking foil to wherever he is.
You could get to here if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Sure.
Or
Yep.
step here because I'm guessing he won't go all the way around. Funny enough, I think he'll just dart.
He was very much planning on just barging through again.
Yeah, so I'll be his check, his athletics check.
So Dorma goes, "This guy just will not quit, huh?" There's not really a massive amount he could do at this point because there's a lot of bodies in between him, but he's just going to stay where he is and try and guard Milo. The Magitek Guard. It doesn't want to get in its boss's way. At the same time, he wants to clear the path. I guess Taito is the one who would block the most easy path at this point. So it's going to attack Taito twice. I've got so many character sheets on my goddamn screen at the moment. Jesus. Taito is over. I just saw something move. There. Cool. She has an armor class of what? 17 because she has mage armor active. Okay. Not mage armor, shield of faith. So, first attack does not hit, and the second attack also does not hit. No, wait. +5. Second attack hits. My mistake. I apologize. 3 + 11 damage there, and she has to make a con saving throw, which she almost certainly succeeds. Let's double check. Yeah, she succeeds that. So she doesn't lose mage armor, but she does take a nasty chunk of damage. -11 is... There we go. But she hasn't taken any damage yet. So that is the end of its turn. It's now her turn. And she has this big thing which is on very low HP. Or, yeah, she probably can't take down Emsworth at this point. So, yeah, she's going to take down the guard. She actually hits. Thank God. I dropped that on the floor. God damn it. Right. There we go. And 8 damage. And it is finally destroyed.
Yay.
Yay.
What, 6 people were all ganging up on this thing and just couldn't hit it?
Trying to
More
wail
than
on
that. So it just eventually finally succumbs to all of the blows. And Taito, finally making herself useful in this fight, gets the final hit. It's Emsworth's turn. And
I wonder what he's gonna do.
he's been pretty single-minded, but there is a hell of a lot of people in the way. And let's just check some distances. Like, there's no way he's going to be able to barge through every single one of you. Like, he knows that.
It's going to be interesting for try and...
If he can barge past Taito, he can get to Milo. So I will roll for Taito, and I'll roll for him. Taito rolled really badly. He also rolled pretty badly, but not as badly, as he manages to barge past Taito, and make it to Milo once again. 3 attacks. 16 to hit. You have a 13 AC, don't you?
Yep.
Even more. That's what, a 19 to hit. And the last one will not hit because that's only a 7 to hit you. So.
Okay, what's the damage?
It will be a 9 for the first one. And, exactly the same. 9 again for the second one.
Fudge, flaps, I'm dead
18
again.
damage.
I'm dead again.
You're down again.
Down again.
As he's just screaming, "Stay down!" He's stabbing you over and over again.
Bloody hell.
It's literally at this point, everyone gets a turn before he goes, and he has 20 hit points. There's no way he will survive this, so I think narratively it is more interesting if you guys describe how he goes down.
I would still want to do rolls. I still want to do rolls and stuff. I kind of want to still do it.
I was just going to take one step over and just thunderous smite him into the wall, into the spiked wall.
Okay, well, if you want to keep doing rolls, we can do, but it's up to you guys. What would you enjoy more?
I kind of want to carry on going. You know, we've got to defeat him properly. I think
we'll keep rolling this. Yeah. So first up, it is the blue people's turn. They're going to make 3 shots at him with their crossbows. First one will hit. Second one will not hit. Third one.
One of them's completely covered by the post.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll say that's the one that didn't hit.
It doesn't matter at this point. I'm just saying it.
Yeah. So that's 5 damage to him. So he's on 17 hit points. And next up is the green guy's turn. So first one,
boys.
That will hit. Second one will miss. Third one will hit. So that is not good. 4.
Is one in partial cover?
No, we'll say the 2 that hit were these 2 for the sake of simplicity. But you're right, I should have been paying attention to that. 7, so that is another 7 points of damage to him. So that's why I couldn't select him. He's on 10 hit points now. And it is A's turn. And yeah, A is seeing Milo is down again. She will rush over to stabilize Milo.
Thanks.
With a 13, you are stabilized and not having to make death saving throws.
Goody.
Torin, he's on 10 hit points.
I'm still going to do exactly what I said.
Okay.
I'm going to cast
Thunderous
Thunderous
Smite
and strike him with Ice Brand, which misses because he's a 15 and that's a 10.
Okay.
But I
Try
get
again.
a second attack anyway. It definitely hits.
Definitely hits.
And it's
You
definitely more than enough damage. If you want to do the strength saving roll anyway.
I mean, he's already dead, so it's more like the force to blast him back, but he only got a 5 on his strength save anyway.
So yeah.
So the damage hits him, then the thunderous damage hits him.
Which I haven't rolled yet, 1 second. What's the damage on that?
2d6.
And where is it?
Should be in your spell book, first level spells.
I know, but I can't find it. Oh, that's because it wouldn't let me scroll down any further. There it is. Yes, 2d6. So let me roll 2d6. 6 damage.
Yep. So 18 plus 6 damage plus what? He flew 10 feet onto the spikes, so we'll make it 2d10 damage for the spikes. 10 and 4 plus 14 damage for the spikes. 38 damage total as you slice his head off and his head freezes while his body flies onto the spikes and is impaled. Milo, unfortunately, you can't see this because you're still unconscious.
Oh, this is terrible. I'm so unhappy.
Well, Chi doesn't have any more healing potions to give you.
I do. I have a healing potion I can give him.
Milo, it's your turn, but you don't make any saving throws. Essentially, we're out of initiative, and you're stable, so you're not going to die.
7 hit points. There you go. Give yourself 7 hit points.
Cool.
Thank you. Again.
And that's it. The battle is over. The mercenaries who you had hired lower their weapons and say, "Okay, he's dead. We helped you. It's time to pay off. He promised us 500 gold each for your heads."
I turn to Donna and say, "Can you get the head to give him 500 gold each?"
Dawn's like, "Yeah, I'm really hurt, man. I don't want to fight this." So the battle ends, and essentially, I feel like at this point we are in epilogue territory. You have successfully killed the big bad evil guy, and not so much saved the day as saved Milo. But now it's a question of we can do, yeah. Hang on,
Oh, I'm not allowed to. Never mind.
Just wait.
I can stop it. Stop. Fuck, I can't type.
Stop.
Stop. There. Cool.
Sarah put this in earlier, and I think it's deserved of playing.
I did say.
Oh, did I? Sorry, I think I skipped.
Yeah.
Yes,
There we
yeah.
go.
1 second, it might not search it though.
Yeah. Oh Jesus.
There it is.
There we go.
Coffin dance.
Yeah.
Perfect. As I think what actually happens, rather than these people, these mercs being paid, an investigation is launched, and it is very quickly found that the magistrate has been assassinated, and these mercs are now linked to that assassination. They are very promptly arrested and executed, and you do not have to pay them.
The mercenaries.
All the green
Yep.
and blue guys. Oh, brilliant.
No! Don't kill them. They're my buddies. What the hell?
Everyone's
They
your
helped
buddy.
assassinate the magistrate, man.
Kill the magistrate. It's like the biggest offence.
God damn it.
You know, it's that one that Gregory got accused of trying to do.
True. Did they actually try and kill him? Like, did they fire a shot or did they kill him? I forgot.
Oh, sorry. You weren't even trying to kill him.
No, not me. I mean them.
Oh, yeah, they were involved. They were part of the group. They were part of Emsworth's group, and Emsworth had him killed. for the
Okay,
sake of
yeah.
killing
Sorry,
you
guys. Sorry, guys. Can't I even keep one as a pet?
No, they are executed publicly.
God damn it.
So I go back to Delmire's and I'm like, see, I told you something was going to happen.
Yeah, so you at this point the whole contest is essentially a wipe. Like, no one is ever declared winner, but unofficially you guys are now champions of the Colosseum of Ascension. You will be granted access to the upper city of Rain, and if there was a living magistrate, you would have been allowed to meet him.
Whoops.
Unfortunately, it means that Gregory's name probably can't be cleared, at least for a little while, until a new magistrate is reinstated. Although, when a new magistrate is instated, it is discovered by him that the magistrate even knew that you weren't trying to kill him. You were just a scapegoat, Gregory. So while your arrest warrant is never officially lifted in Rain, you are people do stop searching for you, and you are allowed to return home. No one ever publicly admits wrongdoing here, but so you are never officially pardoned.
That's the best scenario.
Chi, I think, will probably return to Solaris, where you guys all have ranks as watchers, and she will probably spend a few years looking after the little girl who you rescued, Callie. There we go, Callista Denholm. And my question is, what would the rest of you guys do? Would the group stay together? Or, like, I assume that this isn't the end of your adventures.
I'm keeping away from Torin because he just hates me all around.
Yeah,
Same here. Same here. That paladin guy's a real. Yeah.
So long term, I guess the group splits up then.
Yeah,
That Milo guy isn't too bad. I mean, you know.
Yeah, Gregory guy's alright. He's good trickster, smart in his mind.
In his mind. Cheers. Yeah, I imagine the group, because we kind of stumbled upon each other out of necessity. I don't think anyone particularly wanted to stay there out of desire, did they?
My question is, does Torin ever find out about Milo's patron?
No. He'd kill him on the spot.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm staying as far away as possible.
Well, if the group is splitting up anyway.
Wait,
that man is not a holy paladin. He just fucking massacred someone. Okay, he is not going to be understanding. Okay, stay away from him.
He's not a forgiving guy.
No, Jesus Christ.
He did save your life, though.
I did.
But if you found out he was evil,
if I found out he was truly, like, genuinely the reason that demon got, like, that soul stone was stolen, I'm pretty certain
I would to a devil lord.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain I would begin an inquisition for your ass. Yeah, it would be like, it's time, and I'd call a ton of paladin brothers and sisters and just search the fucking world for you.
Okay, so I guess the group splits up, and Torin never really gets closure on the whole Soulstone business, so much as it just disappeared because it was stolen. And
Torin goes searching. He leaves the group.
Yeah. So the story that you were told, and I think what you believed at the time, was that you knew that Milo and Gregory stole the Soulstone, but then you believed that it had been stolen off them when they tried to sell it. But during your searches, you never find any trace of it being sold on or any traces of it ever existing after that night. Because it no longer did exist after that night. And there are no witnesses other than...
Is it in a different realm?
Yeah, it went to the Nine Hells. It went to your patron, who will forever torture that demon.
Excellent.
So, Milo, my question then for you is, what do you continue doing? Do you and Gregory stay together? Do you continue to serve your patron, or do you search for a way out of your deal?
I try and make a deal with my patron that since I've fulfilled what she had requested from me, that I'm no longer required. That since there was so many things that went wrong in the process, that is also not worth the hassle of trying to get me to do things and probably get another person involved, like A was.
Well, A continues to be a warlock of Glacier, but she does vouch for you if you ever try and negotiate with Glacier, and I think you don't so much come to an agreement or like you just get to walk away for free. I think if you ever were allowed to walk away, it would be a one last job sort of situation, and then after that, you would lose your powers as a warlock.
Sure. What is it I get extra? I keep forgetting.
All of your magic comes
All
from
my
being
magic. From her.
Yeah, that's your whole thing. Warlocks are magicians in service of a patron, and your patron is the Archdemon Glacier. But also, when you die, your soul is straight up going to hell, and you will become a devil.
Sick.
So it's up to you. Like, would you agree to this one last job? Do you and Gregory have one last adventure?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Bit of fun.
I think we'd both stay in the city. Honestly, I think we'd probably just kind of outstay our welcome with the Delmirevs and kind of live the high life, just kind of just wasting away money on stupid shit
until eventually people get sick of you.
Yeah, basically, and we kind of get
run out of town.
Yeah. I think that's probably what would more likely happen.
But I'm too busy. We're both too busy swindling to really figure out what's going on with time anyway. I'm pretty sure.
Exactly.
Let me check my background actually.
Thing is, I think for Gregory, he's such a creature of habit. He'd live the high life for a bit, but then he'd just go back to swindling and just being a morally dubious individual.
You have thus far made really bad spending decisions, and I feel like that probably wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Like, you will just waste away all of your money until eventually...
Oh my goodness.
Eventually you are reduced to swindling glitter water as snake oil. Once again. And I think that there is probably some element of serendipity in that you two have met one another and become partners in crime. And that, like, you've befriended A, who for, like, the most part isn't involved in your life, but on the occasions when you do, cross paths, she is friendly to you and will help you. I mean, like, in terms of long term, what is Torin going to do then?
I think discovering that there seems to be no
years pass and there is no trace of this soulstone.
I think it was just he'll continue his path as a paladin.
So you just continue going around and you probably find more less evil comrades and just continue to do good where you can.
Jedi evil and
smite evil without mercy.
Let's put it that way.
Does the group ever cross paths with one another again?
I imagine we would in by accident. I don't think it would be out of a,
Yeah, it's
if we crossed each other again, it would probably end up me coming up to them.
You don't
putting the sword
in as old friends.
No, it would be I stand next to them and put my sword into the ground in front of them and say, "That's also never turned up anywhere."
I kind of feel like when it happens, it would be kind of, do I know you from somewhere?
And it ends up with you guys being chased out of town.
Yeah. You two would be getting chased. I would be like, you got like.
I like that. You sort of become not quite bitter enemies, but sort of old nemesis or something. Like an enemy with a personal connection to one another.
Frenemies.
Yeah, sort of frenemies.
Yeah, let's put it that way.
I like that. So essentially that was campaign 1. It began as a one-shot. You spared the main villain, and I just said, okay, I guess since he's alive, there's a hell of a lot more left to this story.
So that was where you were planning to end it originally then?
Yeah, you'll fight when you, essentially when you've rescued Callie and returned her to her family. That was going to be the end of that, because it was only supposed to be an intro to D&D for my first time ever DMing and like a lot of your first time playing.
Yeah.
I just heard a bleep bloop.
It's, the music.
Oh, right, it's just ribbon bot. That's fine. I mean, like, I would ask for feedback, but this is, I feel like, kind of been a weird situation where these last few sessions we haven't so much been playing D&D in the way that I would ordinarily like to, so much as just finishing up, like, you know, cleaning up unfinished business here. It's not been the same sort of level of writing and organization that I normally try. So, yeah. I've enjoyed it.
I think
really,
it's been fun.
We've gone back to campaign 1.
Yeah, nice little throwback, sort of.
And I don't feel like this is probably the end of your character's journeys. I feel like, yeah, you do definitely continue existing and continue messing around and causing trouble and like almost dying for a very long time to come. And maybe one day we'll come back to these characters, but probably not.
Yeah, I'm glad Milo survived, because like I've liked his character. I would have been kind of.
Was, you know, I was really gonna try and kill you there because I knew for a fact that like there is no way Emsworth lets you live, even if he dies, because he has nothing left to live for. He wants to kill all of you, but especially Milo. And like, as soon as like Matt, you turning the enemies against one another, that was really awesome.
I just thought I can't do anything. My persuasion's high enough. These are mercs. They're not like they're devout followers.
You came up with a genuinely well-reasoned argument, and that was a literal specific thing that, yeah, he is destitute. He's just getting by on like his name and people having this assumption that he has money that he will pay them with, and he doesn't really care about the long term. He just wants allies right now who will help him kill you.
I just want to know
and
how the
then
hell
if
he
they
managed to
all
get to
turn on him
Magistrate.
afterwards. Essentially, he made an alliance with all of the gangs apart from Gregory's old gang, including the Spectres, who have a like special relationship with the Magistrate. He set up a meeting with the Magistrates as, you know, a noble from a foreign power using their influence, and sprung a trap. And a lot of people died, but because you guys were all sort of wrapped up in your own business, and because it was all kept under wraps, because, you know, no one wants information getting out that the dictator has died. You know, nothing was said about it, but essentially, he had been not quite running the city, but assuming a position of power within at least the lower city for a little while. And it wasn't a deal that he could keep up long term, because he didn't actually have any money. You're right, you guys ruined him, but he couldn't care less about the long term. He was only interested in killing you.
Yeah. I just assumed that was it, and I thought, you know what? Let's go for it. There's no chance. And I rolled very well until the end there, so that's all I could ask for.
I was so unlucky.
You got the rolls on the ones that counted, the ones that
exactly
turned them away from him.
I mean, you played to your strengths as well.
Yeah, he did. I had so many plans for that combat, and all of them went out the window because of that fucking guard.
He just focused you down. Like, you were target number 1, and my thing was, like, this is a deadly encounter, so yes, I would like to hurt and scare Alex, but I know he's the tank, and I know that I need to spread damage across the party, otherwise no one will die. So I had them go for the squishy guy, since he was target number 1, and he was right there at the front. And, like, Alex, you just destroyed those 2 guards that were up against you.
Yep. It was just literally them, and then I was just like, I was on my own against two of them for so long, and I was like, I'll either die here or I'm gonna whip both their asses. And it was thankfully the latter.
Yeah, I feel like just because of the way dice ended up going on like Dormer's and Taito's fights, they ended up being a lot less skilled than they're actually supposed to be. But I feel like that's fun as well. So Dormer's a level 7 character, and Taito is the same level as you guys. But because I just couldn't roll for them, like you guys, I mean, you beat Dormer and Taito yourselves by being smarter than they are. And then during that final combat, they just really weren't effective. Dormer was a meat shield, which he's not designed for at all. So he very nearly died.
Well, that's not a smart idea.
Mm-hmm. Like at one point, he was stood next to the pit with Emsworth, taking him down. And Emsworth, like if he dropped into 0 hit points, he was just going to throw him into the acid, just get him out the way.
So if Emsworth died earlier on, would we have then started battling against the other groups, the green and the blue guys? Or
yeah, I mean, a job's a job.
Yeah.
Like, you guys could have tried to say, look, your boss is gone, lay down your weapons. But,
Matt would do that, yeah.
I was going to say we already turned, so it didn't really matter.
Yeah.
I mean, what would have happened? What was your like story for if we died? If we literally just got in there and were just fucking obliterated?
Then congrats, bad ending. That happens.
What was the bad ending? Did you have a bad ending in mind?
I mean, I don't want you to feel like there is a specific Logan wrote this dialogue for if you.
Well, no, not that.
But
What was your ideas for what would happen afterwards?
In terms of the world,
Yeah.
I mean, Emsworth was not long for this world, man.
Oh, really?
He had lied and betrayed his way into his current position for the sole purpose of killing you people, and he would have died contented, but ultimately a doomed man. Like, win or lose, you people had already ruined him by this point. So, he had no chance. And he knew that going in. He knew that you took everything from him, and his only objective was to kill you guys, just out of petty revenge.
See, I didn't even get a chance to use whole person on him because a third of the time I was just dead. Well, down for the count.
Whole person would have been a good one to use against that guard that was pinning you down.
Yeah. So if I used whole person on him and then moved away from him, would have he had a attack of opportunity?
Nope, he's paralyzed.
Well, fuck.
Would whole person even work on a bloody robot?
Okay. Choose a humanoid, so perhaps
question.
not actually.
Well, they are still humanoid. They are human-shaped.
Right.
It wouldn't work on a wyvern because they're not humanoid, but humanoid just means human-shaped. So it will still work on orcs or halflings or goblins or things that are shaped like humans. It wouldn't work on a giant because giants are huge. So I'd say I would have probably allowed it.
Well.
Also, there is no specific stat block for Magitek Guard. I took stats from a humanoid creature for them.
Okay.
So for the sake of balance, it doesn't really break balance that these things would be paralyzed by that. But yeah, that was a deadly encounter, guys, and
that was fun. Yeah.
It's the way that you rolled initiative was you guys were just all in one block.
I know. Yeah, I don't think it really made sense. Okay, there wasn't really much choice around it, but it kind of makes it difficult when kind of going turn by turn, especially for you, I suppose, having to roll 6, two groups of 3, then Emsworth Camden, then the 2.
Then 4 NPCs, and then the 4 Magitek Guards. Yeah, but I mean, that's just the way it is. If
Yeah.
you D&D is balanced in such a weird way that if you want to challenge your players and potentially kill them, then you send a lot of little things at them, which is unfortunately a lot of work for the dungeon master. And if you want to make a fight feel really like glorious and make the players feel really powerful, you send one big thing on its own at them, because it's just a question of like what side has more attack. And because this was the finale, I kind of wanted it to be like a "oh hey, everyone is here" sort of thing, which just meant managing a huge amount of NPCs, which I knew what I was getting into. Like, in order to be challenging, I had to have a lot of enemies, and then you also had a lot of allies.
Who else was there? I'm gonna have a look at my my document.
So you had 3 allies, and then Matt turned another 6 to your side.
I meant like story-wise, what happens to like some of these other people that I've got written down.
Okay, yeah, give me some names.
Okay, so I think Eisen is just A, isn't it?
That's A, yeah. It's
okay.
one of A's names. And like, she continues working for Glacier, and occasionally you will cross paths with one another and probably cooperate.
Rasputin. Do you happen to remember who that is?
I think that was it one of the guys who helped sneak you into the city?
No, it's even more like irrelevant than that.
Wow. I don't know, he probably dies an irrelevant death a long, long time from now because the dungeon master doesn't even know who he is.
It's Gregory's bar friend.
Oh, okay. Oh, of course.
I don't remember at all, but
when he had his meeting in Solaris because when you guys initially decided to go to Rain, Gregory was like, going to Rain, bad idea. So he spoke to Rasputin and got sneaking in organized. So yeah, he is one of the people who helped you sneak in.
All right. Mark Thunderbrow. Right. You were actually,
yeah. He is the head of the University Arcanum, the head of wizardry. I mean, he's probably one of those people who, like, he was already an old man by the time you guys met him, and he's probably going to live on for another century because wizards, and he's a very powerful wizard. But at the same time, he is just a head wizard in a university, and I don't think he becomes like world famous, like world renowned person, so much as people in his field will recognize his name for a long time.
Erin Dury Opalbow.
God, is that another one of the headmasters? Is that the Bardic?
Why have you got all these names written down?
Jesus Christ. You've got better notes than I have.
Early on, I was like, okay, let's make loads of notes on kind of what's happening so I kind of understand what D&D is.
I mean,
I gave up halfway through.
That's kind of what you're supposed to do, but then it was 4 years, and I don't think I have my original notes anymore.
At least you can remember. Okay, can you give me some story on what happens to the family of Sir Gelatinous Cube, aka Jerry Squishy?
There was never a family for Jeremy Squishy. You killed him in his prime before he ever found a mate.
Oh, it's so sad.
His name dies with him.
No brothers or sisters.
Jerry Slime. I believe you kept some of his remains in a bottle, though.
I think I do, yeah. I think I got them somewhere.
Unless you drank them or had someone else drink them.
Possibly.
In which case, very corrosive.
Yeah, death. Or,
yeah.
Lady Callista.
Lady Callista, that's the young girl who you rescued at the beginning of the game.
Ah, that was it, yeah.
I mean, you brought her back to her family. Chi returned to look after her and help train her. She eventually she takes levels in Rogue, because of Chi's influence. But essentially, she lives the life, grows up to take over the Denholm estate and becomes, decades in the future, one of the rulers of Solaris, taking her mother's place.
Garrod.
Garrod Longbraids. He is the retired adventurer dwarf who you met very, very early on, who helped you rescue Callie. He essentially, you met him at what was more or less the end of his story, where he returned to his pub in the was it Dragonroot Woods, I think, and it remains a fairly unpopular halfway house on a slightly more frequently traveled now than previously, but still infrequently traveled road through the Dragonroot Woods towards Solaris. And he is quite content to live the rest of his life in obscurity, with his adventuring days long behind him.
Dorma Delmira.
I mean...
Oh, that's what we just had. Yeah, what happens to him?
Well, yeah. Well, you guys said that you overstay your welcome, essentially. So I assume after, like, a year of you guys spending their money and eating their food, he is one of the people who helps chase you out of the city. The next year, him and his sister regained their place as champion. I'm assuming you guys had no interest in participating in the tournament, and I doubt you would be invited anyway. He continues to live as an adopted member of the Delmira family, and eventually when Balsameth Delmira, the patriarch, retires in old age, he takes over as the patriarch of the family and trains the next generation of Delmirabs.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I've run out of names.
Okay. I feel like that's given you sort of a view of, like, the world was wider than these two cities, but this is what you saw and this is what is relevant to you.
Yeah. And
maybe one day in the distant future we'll return to these characters in this world. Maybe when this world has a name. But
so what would you have had planned if we just did kill what was his name? Emsworth Scamander?
Yeah, Emsworth. At the beginning of the story. I mean, like, it would have been a very simple story of you thwarted his plot. His, like, affiliation with demons are no longer important because he is dead now. And so the demons would have left Solaris, or, you know, gone on to seek out someone else. But the plot would essentially have ended with Callie being reunited with her family and you being rewarded, and we would have moved on to what is now Campaign 2. I mean, Campaign 2 would have been a little bit different because I've had ideas since then, but...
Right. Well, I think that pretty much covers all the questions I had.
Like, all the original idea was it was supposed to be like a really simple sort of levels 1 through 3 little adventure. And because Logan didn't really know what he was doing, he balanced it to be the amount of encounters you would, according to the rulebook, need to go through to reach level 2, and thought, that seems like a hell of a lot of combat, let's stretch it out a bit. So what was going to be a one-shot became like 3 or 4 sessions, and then those 3 or 4 sessions became like 20.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of D&D is that it's not the Dungeon Master's story. Everyone has an influence on it. So what Logan planned isn't supposed to be what happens. Like, otherwise, there's no point in having players. I might as well just write a book. It's supposed to be that you guys affect the outcome. It's supposed to be that the story is your story.
Yeah.
So you sparing him changed your own story in a very big way, which I feel like that's probably right for D&D.
Yeah, that's true. It makes sense. Right.
I
think
feel
I'm
like,
gonna
yeah,
head
I
off.
feel like campaign
Yeah.
2 is a lot better than campaign 1 anyway.
Campaign 1's been really
Yeah.
fun for me though. I really
Mhm.
enjoyed it.
I've enjoyed playing it.
Oh.
I just
Oh,
don't
there
think
we go.
it's the same quality.
What are you talking about now?
They've just been talking about campaign 1.
Terrible, awful.
Yeah, I hated it.
No.
It was
Did
all
you?
rubbish. No, I loved it.
So say.
I wouldn't still be playing D&D if I hadn't enjoyed my first experience playing D&D.
I thought you more meant you hated coming back to it and having to.
No, I really enjoyed it. I think it's been valuable.
We've lost
It
some people
definitely-
along the way.
Yeah. But,
Some people died.
Some people just completely changed their character.
Yeah, I mean, Key was
Wait.
there for, 1.5 sessions and then
Yep.
vanished from the story entirely.
Mm,
Pretend that he never existed.
Yeah. What was his
No, I like
character
the
called?
idea. I like that he just disappeared from the entirety of the world.
I played a bit of
Yeah.
Rust with him. All right, I'm gonna end the stream here anyway, but
Oh, okay.
because that was a kind of a
I
summary.
didn't
of-
realize you were still streaming.
Oh, that was the kind of a summary of kind of what happened after. I thought I'd just kind of drag it out a little bit
Yeah.
further.